Hello everybody and welcome to the draft breakdown for the Falinks Draft League Season 9, the Mega Falinks Draft. This is the first draft league of Pokémon Champions Regulation M-B, and I'm joined here by Collin.
Hello, I'm excited for another season.
And we also have a very secret guest. Say hello, Sigtrick.
Oh, very super secret. Hello. I enjoy participating and analyzing what y'all have done here, but I'm a third party in this case. I'm not part of this one. So
Yes. Sigtrick hosts the other draft league that Collin and I are in, the ENC Draft League. One of the best players that I know, so it's very exciting to have him join us for some commentary here on the teams. So I guess we can just jump right into it. I can go over the Washington Chamanders. This is our friend Tyler's team. I helped him come up with a lot of these picks. So he had first pick, and he loves Sun, so we just naturally got to give him Charizard Y. Next up, we wanted to pair that with a strong ground type that can click Earthquake. So it was between Crocodile or Mamoswine, and I was a little bit biased because I kind of wanted the Crocodile, so we got him Mamoswine. But that's the one that he's used before. He loves. It has destroyed me because I didn't have any ice and ground resist on my team last time we played, so I had a little bit of trauma there, but it is a good Pokemon for him. Obviously, we were taking the Venusaur, but we didn't think anybody would snipe him for a while, so we got that a bit later. Fire types naturally pair very well with Fairies because Fire and Fairy is just super good offensive coverage. So we had a few choices. We thought about Sylveon at first. That went really early over here, so
I bet.
Do that.
Yep.
Yeah. Then we thought about Base Floet, actually, which we were considering. But we knew that we wanted some slower Pokemon down the line, so we did end up getting the Hatterene to also give him Trick Room. That's another strategy Tyler likes a lot. Then we got the Conkeldurr. We wanted Aegislash actually in A tier, but that got picked up pretty quickly. Where was it? It's on one of these teams over here somewhere.
but essentially your wide guard option.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Yeah, for wide guard. Yeah, because you do want to block some rock slides. So then we just grabbed Conkeldurr as a backup wide guard user. Fighting type's kind of nice with the Psychic and Fairy type. And it's unfortunately it's a lot worse than it used to be without a reliable access to Guts, but it's still very strong under Trick Room. And you can just run Iron Fist anyway, and then you don't even have to worry about the recoil. Next up, every weather team, I think, wants a Prankster in this format, so we grabbed Klefki. Also learns Trick Room. It's the only Prankster to learn Trick Room, to my knowledge, so that's kind of exciting.
I think Whimsicott gets it. I'm pretty certain.
Yes, it does. You're right. But you obviously can't have Whimsicott and Charizard because they're both S tiers in this league.
I saw none of the speed guys. Just a quick side note: both the Aerodactyls and the Whimsicott were left on the table. And again, that's because you have one S tier mon, so you're looking for power in your S tier slot. I get it.
Yeah, they're up here. Grimmsnarl too, and then Mega Kangaskhan. So we grabbed the Prankster that can also set Trick Room, which was necessary for his team, I think, because he does have a lot of slow guys. Next up, this slot got sniped from us twice, I think. Originally, we wanted Araquanid to have a water type that can wide guard also. And then that got picked. And then we wanted Blastoise, sort of for the meme, to have the triple Kanto starters. But also because his team doesn't have Fake Out anywhere. So we're like, okay, we'd like a slow Fake Out guy that can help the Trick Room go up. And also could maybe be a sweeper. But really, you're not going to use it too much as a sweeper. Especially if Sun's going to be up. But Fake Out is very important. We didn't get either. But then we're like, oh wait, Swampert can also wide guard. So we can do that. And we still have the option of setting up the Swamp for speed control, maybe, if we want. But probably not.
Or what's the other one? Rainbow or something?
Yeah, Rainbow is Fire Water. That's like Serene Grace. Water Grass is Swamp, and then Grass Fire is that actually maybe could come up because that would be the one that does like residual damage.
Residual burn damage.
But the important thing is that it would use Venusaur's speed stat and Charizard's special attack stat, which is like that's kind of crazy letting Charizard use a 150 base power move with Venusaur's speed stat. Like that's something we might actually do. And then by the time we got to the C tiers, we're sort of scraping the bottom of the barrel. We got Heliolisk, which is actually really nice as a special attacker because it does have that solar power ability. You can just do tons of damage with Thunderbolt and stuff. Garganacl was a Tyler pick. I did not see anything good at this point, and he's like, why don't we get Garganacl? That guy's got wide guard too, right? I'm like, you're sure right it does. So it's just a third wide guard guy. Salt Cure has been nerfed into the ground.
Protect the king, huh? Is that?
It's so terrible, but maybe. And his ability is still good. And then this one was my pick. I'm like, why don't we just get Mega Drampa? Because like 99% of the time you're probably bringing Charizard, even if you do plan on setting Trick Room. But maybe there's a matchup where you want to go like super, super heavy into Trick Room and you want an attacker.
Your opponent has like rocks everywhere. I mean, so that's the big difference in draft, right? So like, unlike when you're playing a regular VGC match, not every Pokemon has rocks. But if you're that weak going up against the Charizard Y team, you're gonna put rocks on whatever you can. So I mean, if a team just has that much flexibility into you, maybe it is worth doing it.
Yeah, and I do think that having triple wide guard is like, sure, they could just run like Rock Tomb or Stone Edge or something, but like the opportunity cost for running that is like really nice. Actually, that they're probably not gonna run 2 rock moves, right? I mean, they could if they are a rock type, but if they're like just something running coverage, shutting down that rock slide is super nice because that 30% flinch chance could just lose you the game sometimes. So if they have to run Rock Tomb instead, like, that's very nice.
I see the Heliolisk and I immediately think, okay, who has the Basculegion?
It is.
Maybe later on.
Here it is.
There it is. Which interestingly had Torkoal. Anyways, we'll get there.
Anybody have anything else to say about Tyler's team?
Let's see.
I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah, you mentioned no fake out, which is
no redirection either. Yeah,
those are probably
that's probably the 2 biggest flaws that I see.
I guess
with the team.
The other one that I thought about, since you took Crocodile from him, is that Mamo doesn't have an Intimidator essentially on his team either.
True. Yeah, that's all true. I
mean, he's got good offensive type coverage. So I mean, he can find something for whatever.
This to me feels like a very hyper offensive team, and I do like having Trick Room not as your front and center, but like as a side mode. That's something I used a lot in Season 7. I had Miraidon and Necrozma Dawnwings as my 2 restricteds, and everybody focused on my Miraidon, which is like, I imagine, analogous to these two. Everyone's going to be prepped for that. And then Necrozma Dawnwings Iron Hands just fake out Trick Room every week. I think almost every week except maybe 2. I just set fake out Trick Room with Iron Hands, Necrozma Dawnwings, and they had nothing to stop Trick Room. So maybe something like that could go, although he does have a stronger Trick Room core. Of like at least 5 Pokemon, whereas mine was literally, I think I had 3 slow Pokemon on my team, and then just Miraidon in the back for once Trick Room ended.
Yeah, so I mean, the trick with Trick Room, particularly in draft, is how easy can you get it off. And you mentioned he doesn't have fake out or intimidate.
That's probably the biggest problem.
Yeah, so you have to find in the matchups, you're like, okay, am I going to be able to get slow Hatterene or I guess anybody? It doesn't matter the speed when you're hitting the Trick Room button, but am I going to be able to get it off this turn? Obviously, Hatterene can't be taunted, so if their only option is taunt, then okay, maybe that's fine. It could be done for sure. I mean, you look at this team, like Trick Room is probably not your number one concern. That being said, if you're trying to lean more into your Sun mode, you have Charizard, Venusaur. I guess you don't really have much speed outside that. Like Tailwind wise, your Charizard's probably doing is the only one that can Tailwind, right?
I don't even think it can anymore.
No,
I think they took that from it. Yeah, they took that from him.
Okay, well shoot.
So I guess no Tailwind here.
Yeah, so that's a little tricky. I mean, you do have Prankster Thunder. That would be weird. You do have Prankster Thunderwave with Klefki, so it's kind of a pseudo half Tailwind. So I don't know. Speed control could be interesting if you can't get the Trick Room off. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Trick Room, just as a strategy, but Tyler is, and I mean, the team is gonna be pretty hard to prep against because of the 2 conflicting strategies. Not really conflicting; they're conflicting to fight against, I guess. You get hard to prep for both.
Yeah, and like at the end of the day, like there's only so much prep you can do for essentially Prankster, right? It's just super fast sleep powder because there's no safety goggles in the game, and bringing a grass type means you're getting blown up by Charizard. So he never has less than a 75% chance of coming out alive, even if you prep correctly. I guess there's a Lumberry. He's like it. All right, we want to move on to the Silver Smeargles?
Sure.
All right, who wants to take this one?
I'll take the lead on this one, mostly because Celadon has been trying to shop around Mega Baynet, and I was one of the people who's trying to trade it too. This team is pretty funny. It's got 4 Megas.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
A bit overkill, but
it is not the only quad Mega team. There are, I think, at least one other quad Mega team in the league, maybe 2 more.
I think these are some of the scarier S and A tiers as well. Mega Float's obviously crazy. Same level as Mega Charizard Y, in terms of power, I would say. And I think having a Dragon Steel Fairy core right up at the top and to be pretty bulky, especially like physically for Corviknight, especially for Mega Floette. And then I thought one of the guys that is pretty cool is Palafin. It's obviously hasn't seen a lot of play in Champions. Saw some early, but overall has been out of the meta pretty much since like early Scarlet and Violet. With the Palafin Balance core. But I think in draft, even though it is like a little bit harder to make it work, I think if you can, you get an S tier as an A tier, which I think is really good value, obviously. And then I don't like this team because they sniped Mega Meowstic from me. That was the guy that I wanted.
Interesting. You might have to tell us why you wanted that. I don't know if now's a good time or later, but
we can do that later.
Okay.
Well, so basically, the thing about Mega Meowstic is that you get both Meowstics as the base form.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's like one,
competitive
it's 2 for 1
or
essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's but I mostly wanted it as I wanted a B tier like prankster guy, and we knew that like the title.
Well, there's 2 of them right there. So, well, never mind. Excuse me. I don't know why I got sidetracked a little bit, but kind of loses it when you Mega Evolves, but he's got it.
Yeah, you probably don't ever Mega the Meowstic. You probably just use it as base Meowstic.
I guess I should clarify this with y'all. Is this like most drafts where if you draft a Mega, that they don't have to Mega, but they have to hold the stone. They can't hold anything else.
Correct.
Yes, okay.
Exactly.
So it's just and Mega Meowstic actually I was very hyped for until I saw the list of items that got added in M-B, because like the opportunity cost of holding a Mega Stone was like very low in MA because there's no Light Clay. Light Clay got added, so now Mega Meowstic actually feels like a lot worse now that you're not holding Light Clay as a male Meowstic. But there is also the chance that if your opponent intimidates you as a female Meowstic, you get +2, and then you have Mega Meowstic at +2, which is like ridiculous if that happens.
Yep. Take that, Alakazam.
But yeah, I mean, Mega Bayonet does have Prankster, but it's not quite. You have to Mega Evolve it in order for it to get there. I don't think it really fits on this team particularly well. But I guess
which is why he's trying to shop around.
Get rid of it. And then I am Mega Pyroar's biggest hater in the world.
Well, it just won like a grassroots tournament.
I don't care. I do not care. It could win Worlds with 100% usage rate, and I'll still think it's bad.
It's ugly. There's that.
It is ugly. True. No, I think it's fine. But it's really not that strong, even with the ability that he doesn't hit like as hard as you would think. But
the biggest
it is a fire
here,
type, and he at this point he didn't have a fire type, and I think he really needed it.
The biggest thing on this team is that like on that Pyro winning team, it's it's stacking the multipliers because they multiply together. The 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5, whereas like that's Sun, the ability, and Helping Hand. But he doesn't have a Sunsetter on the team, so it's really just a fire type, which admittedly it's good stats. We can go to this one, not this one. Whereas it's here. We can pull up Silver Smeargles. It is naturally like super fast, which is like probably the biggest reason he took it, because it is a very fast fire type in this tier.
126, I think.
And Mega Floette, again, Fairy and Fire, they love to be paired together, so it's really nice to have that little synergy between your two Megas.
But you can't Mega Evolve both.
Well, that's the thing, is that you pick one for the matchup, right? Like, I think if you're gonna have two Megas, you pick two that like want to come in very different scenarios, so that you're never stuck like wanting to bring two at the same time. Unlike,
but if you pick four Megas,
yes, this one is probably just a regular Meowstic. This one he's probably gonna swap for something else pretty soon. So I really do like these two as your two Megas, which is why like you always see Mega Floette paired with either Charizard or Delphox, usually in VGC nowadays.
And I think Celadon got some of the better C tiers as well. I think Espeon is really good. It's pretty fast. It hits surprisingly hard. And then Quillfish is just a personal favorite. I've used it before. It's very funny. He needed Intimidator, so that's an Intimidator. And Scovillain is one of the only like redirectors down in the lower tiers.
Yeah, I think y'all were telling me you kind of realized how short supplied they were as the draft went on.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I guess something I'll say about this team is one, when you were talking about Palafin earlier, I've never been a believer in Palafin. Yeah, he's got a butt ton of stats, but the setup cost feels kind of rough. And I was going to say, okay, well, an Intimidator would help that. But then you have an Intimidator that shares the exact same, well, not the exact same, but you both water types. And, I mean, looking at this team in general, if your opponent has a good electric type, it's a pretty free click. Like, the only resist is, like, Scovillain, who is not a Pokemon.
Yep.
So if you want to click strong electric moves in this team, click away. That initially jumped out. Yeah. But I mean, obviously the Dragonite, Corviknight, Mega Floette being high point mons, I think all those are fantastic. Corviknight I used this last format or last season, wherever you want to call it, season 2. And I didn't realize how good that mon was. I gave it like a Wackenberry or whatever, like the electric resist, and like I could get the Tailwind up almost like guaranteed like every time. Like it was just it's just a solid mon, and obviously Floette's everywhere. So like you have a Iron Head, or if you want to do the body press set, depending on the week. I think the Corviknight's a fantastic pickup.
And I think one of the super underrated things about Corviknight is that it literally is just a matchup check. There are some matchups that just cannot break a Corviknight. Like, for example, this team.
Yeah.
I don't think it can touch Corviknight. I think Corviknight is an auto-win.
Thunderbolt Clefairy.
Yeah. This is unironically one matchup where they bring the base Charizard. That Collin and I sort of like, we're like, what is the point of it? But it literally is the only Pokemon on their team that can reliably break Corviknight.
It is an interesting pickup. I guess an option we didn't talk about what they have is they do have, if they set up the side terrain with maybe Prankster before Mega Evolving, you kind of have the side spam with Espeon and Meowstic. So if your opponent doesn't have like a Dark type that week, that could be a not niche, but what's the word I'm looking for? Viable option.
Mm-hmm. To me, yeah. I also think that like just Scovillain plus Mega Floette, like just protect the castle, like just Rage Powder until this dies, set up Calm Minds with this, then you can bring in this and set screens, or bring in. You probably wouldn't do Palafin if you're doing that, but then just like have a Dragonite there. You can also just Dragon Dance with Dragonite while you're Rage Powdering. Mm-hmm. And I guess I did say that they don't have all the modifiers, but technically this can set. Either of these could. No, not Mega Banette because you can't be a Mega and Pyroar. But you could do this and set Manual Sun next to the Pyroar. Let's see, does Meowstic? I don't think Meowstic gets Fake Tears. No, it does get Fake Tears, doesn't it?
I don't pull it up. Status moves.
Yes, it does. Fake Tears. So that's actually very good also, because I love Fake Tears next to spread
but it has weather
attacks. Yeah, Meowstic has weather.
Okay, for some reason in my back of my head it didn't have it, but okay.
Not cool. Oops, I typed in weather. It does not get snow or.
I think the only one that gets snow is like Tornadus or something, right?
Let's see.
Yeah,
I know Klefki gets sand. I was so sad that it didn't get sand when I had it on a sand team, and then they gave it to it in Gen 9 right after I drafted it in Gen 8 on a sand team. Shit, they just gave it Prankster Sandstorm. Yeah, Tornadus is the only Prankster Snow setter, I think. But you do have access to Rain and Fire, or Sun, which is good because you do have, the Palafin. Dragonite, I guess, could click some Hurricane or something, but this one's usually physical, unlike the Mega. But you could also set Rain for the Corviknight's Fire weakness. You could set Sun for the Pyroar, and also just to disrupt opposing weathers. Like this one, you could run Sun here, you could run Sun there. Also, those are the two rain teams. Run Rain here.
You can also get Chlorophyll Scovillain.
True. Yeah, it seems very flexible, and Celadon's a good player, so we'll see what they cook up with it.
Okay.
You want to take the lead on this one, Patrick?
Sure. I mean, my team used to be called the Carolina Crobats back when I was on like
that's true.
Not North Carolina only draft team. So sure. All right. So my first question before I even start with this: does Primarina get Parasong?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it
okay.
does.
All right. So I'm already seeing the. So I mean, Mega Gengar obviously a big offensive threat on its own. You don't have to do the Parastrat, but now you have another Parasong user. You have some redirection for that with Mousehold. You have a Fake Out user in Blastoise. What else do you have to kind of get that moving along in here?
This guy's got a funny little move for that.
Shed Tail. Yeah, that is interesting. And I guess you do have a Swamp in that regard too. So
yeah, set the Swamp.
There is a Set the Swamp. Let's see, you have Hydreigon as a good switch into things that might want to hit Gengar.
Mm-hmm.
To Tailwind support. I guess you have that with Staraptor as well. Actually, does he have two Intimidate? Does he have three? Okay, so you got two Intimidators, Staraptor and Overquill. Let's see what else we have here. I'm not even a believer in Mega Lucario. We got regular Lucario out here, but is there a beat up strategy around here somewhere that I'm missing?
Let's find out.
Well, I know the Mousehold has it. I'm
Mousehold.
just trying to see. Is there a justified mon? I guess.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
Lucario.
justified. Yeah. Okay, so there's a small vision there to be had.
I didn't even see that.
You can also
Because
you can Final Gambit.
that's what I was looking at when I see these two together. I'm like, okay, they both learn Final Gambit, and at first I'm like, oh wait, Final Gambit's so cool because you can just blow up 2 things, and now you only have 2 guys left to Perish Song. But then I'm like, wait, you can't like defensively switch or anything. As soon as you Final Gambit, you like limit your own options just as much as your opponent's. So it's like it's awkward, and also like Final Gambit doesn't work on Ghost types, which are the biggest threat to Perish Song. So I don't think he's doing that, but that was the first thing I thought of was Final Gambit, and I'm like, wait, that doesn't kind of work.
When you're clicking the Final Gambit button, it's like, all right, where's your Mega Pokemon at?
Yeah.
They don't get any more HP when they Mega Evolve. Take it out.
It's like, does your Mega have more than 85 HP? If not, say goodbye.
Right.
Yeah.
What does Pangoro do? I don't even know.
I do not know. I do not think it gets Fake Out. Let's see.
It does not. What does Bro do?
I mean, he's got great
Dies
moves.
to alluring voice, I guess. But
He's got great moves, and he also has 3 good abilities. Like, this guy is, like, just
what were the
held back by
abilities? Iron
stats.
Fist, Scrappy.
Iron Fist and Scrappy and Mold Breaker.
Scrappy would raise an eyebrow if he had Fake Out, but
Yeah. Also,
Wait,
I mean,
can
that's probably when you
Pangoro
run, though,
can he
'cause that's immune to intimidate.
can he taunt through Magic Bounce with Mold Breakers?
I think he can, actually. I think you're right.
yeah.
And
I
also
think that had a
through,
ring.
also through whatever the Aromatisse ability is, Aroma
Yeah.
Veil, you can talk through that.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
they'll
Kinda cool,
still
actually.
die.
Yeah.
They're both fairy
that's true.
types,
They are both fairies.
but it's interesting.
So yeah, I mean he has 3 dark types, I believe, which seems like a lot, but I get it. You want to have things that Gengar can switch out to on that last turn of Perish Song.
And one thing that's super nice about Hydreigon specifically is that like that's just one of the best mons that can deal with Mega Gengar. So just having it on your team means
Taking
that
off the board.
well, yeah, exactly. One of the best counters to Mega Gengar is now on my team. You can't use it.
Maybe that's why he was picking up all the dark types.
Yeah, exactly. With the overclock.
It wasn't just switch ins for himself; it was switch ins
Yeah.
for the opponent.
Because this is another one that Collin and I just forgot to get on his rain team. We're like, oh, we wanted that. We forgot to get it.
Well, yeah, I know that's like your favorite rain team pickup, so I'm
Yeah,
surprised
he's
you
great.
forgot.
Yeah.
It's like a
We
Swift
goofed.
swim that's not water. So
Yep.
the
0 opportunity cost Swift Swim user, yeah.
I mean, I've been talking about the dark types. So we have poison, ghost, fairy, water. We have dragon, dark, flying.
No fire type. So
Bunch
you
of fighting.
have
Yeah, no fighting. You do have some grass.
So no fire, grass.
Is there a? I mean, obviously, Perish Trap in itself is kind of set up. But do we have any mons in here that like to click? I mean, Shell Smash. You have Shell Smash Blastoise, so you could Sceptile out into Blastoise and get the Shell Smash going.
You can also just follow me next.
Redirect. Yep. So that Shell Smash Blastoise is definitely an option on this team.
You can also set up with Gengar too. It does get Nasty Plot now, I think. Yes, it does. Let's see Hydreigon. Does that get Nasty Plot? I know they gave a lot of mons Nasty Plot in ZA.
I don't.
They did.
Wow.
That's kind of ridiculous.
Does he have any steel types on this? No, he's Lucario. That's it.
Lucario.
Okay, I was about to say how much he could spam Sludge Wave, but the not typically a Mega Gengar thing, but a thought. I mean, overall, I mean, I see the overall vision of what he's trying to do here. Maybe there's a few extra offensive type coverage I would like to see. You know, like you said, fire and electric, and maybe a few others that kind of are lacking here. But overall, the main function seems intact. So I think it's solid.
All right, I can take the Anaheim Audinos. This has got one of my favorite cores here with the Archaladon, Archaladon Rain, Archaladon Politoed, my favorite guys. Yeah, this is the other Rain team. Collin has the other one. This one has Archaladon Politoed, Mega Venusaur, Mega Blastoise, Mega Sableye, Reuniclus, Mega Skarmory, Diggersby, Ditto, and Jolteon. So this is a team. This is one of the other. Whoops, let's get Reuniclus out of there. One of the other quad Mega teams with Mega Sableye is probably not Mega.
That's
Ink.
never. That's just a Sableye pickup. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Sableye, a second Sableye. I think the other one is even A tier, so it's just a B tier Sableye, which is super good when you can set screens for the arch. But again, like we said earlier, it's a little bit worse. It is probably a tier worse now that Light Clay's in the game.
I mean, kind of, yeah. But I mean, if you think about it in terms of the previous format, like it's most Sableyes technically didn't run an item unless they got hit by a fairy move, right? Because like 9 times out of 10 was Roselli Berry. So I mean, if your opponent doesn't have a big fairy move, then not having an item is really not any different than what you've already been doing.
Yeah, well, but now the other Sableye would be better. The other Sableye just got better, essentially. So this is just an MA Sableye, essentially.
Yeah.
But so these two, obviously you can set rain, electroshock, stack modifiers. One thing that's awkward about Arch is the loss of Assault Vest. I think it just was the best item on it. Even if your opponent only has like one special attacker, it was still just the best item choice. Another underrated thing that I feel like, I am the Archelodon expert, I feel like. One of my favorite things to do with it is run Terra Blast on it. Just Terra into something good. And then it gives you 2 reliable... Also, it lost Body Press, too. So Archelodon did lose a lot, but it is still, I'd say, an S-tier Pokemon.
It's still crazy.
Yeah, it's just not the best S-tier Pokemon anymore, like it was in Regulation H. But yeah, Terra Blast is fun because you can Draco Meteor, and then Terra Blast turns physical, so you have a reliable move to click after you've lowered your special attack. You could also click Body Press, too, if you've taken a couple hits. This player did not pick up any beat-up, to my knowledge. Oh, they have, I guess, Pin Missile with Jolteon, but that's... They actually might do that. I don't know.
The other thing they could do with Jolteon is they can Volt Switch into their own Archaludon and then bring in the Politoed.
That's true. Yeah, like we just mentioned with the Parting Shot. Actually, I don't think that was on the recording, but we were talking about Parting Shot on weather teams before. But yes, they can do that to get around something.
But you get a stamina boost for free, and you get your rain up. So it's kind of a nice little.
Yeah. The Mega Venusaur is just a great choice. Because, it's fat, it won't die, you just Leech Seed, stay alive forever. So it's like you have a tanky Mega, and you also have an offensive Mega with the Blastoise, able to just Water Spout and Shell Smash, and just obliterate teams. The only thing about the Mega Blastoise that gives me some reservations, though, is the fact that they don't have any redirection on the team, and their only fake out next to it is Mega Sableye, which is a good fake out user to put next to it.
It is.
But it's going to be very hard to get a Shell Smash and a Water Spout off without taking some amount of chip. So you might not even do Shell Smash. You might just use it as like a Water Pulse or a Scald machine and just blow stuff up with those moves.
Does it get Muddy Water?
Let's find out.
Probably, right?
Whoops. It must. Yes, it does.
There you go. Okay, so an option.
Yeah. But let's see if it should get Scald. Oh, they did take Scald from it, so it's got to be Water Pulse, which is 90 base power with Mega Launchers. That's very good still. The Reuniclus, I'm not super sure what role it's fulfilling. To me, it just seems like anti-Trick Room. Like you can imprison Trick Room to keep... Because we do have like 3 hard Trick Room teams near the end here, plus Tyler's is going to set Trick Room. So it seems to just be an imprison Trick Room machine. I'm not also certain what the Mega Skarmory is doing, but maybe it's filling a similar role to Corviknight, where like into a team like this, they just don't have many answers for Skarmory. But
that's true. He could use it as a budget. Well, I guess at that point you could have just picked up Skarmory though, unless somebody else already had it.
Nah, Skarmory's a C tier.
I don't think it went.
Oh yeah, so that wasn't the
offensive. Because like the stats are a lot worse on regular Skarmory. I don't know.
The special defense boost is pretty important in my opinion.
30 the attack
base special defense
is huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it actually does something instead of just sitting there. Diggersby is kind of nice. They don't have a ground type yet. That is something you do want on rain teams because you need something to come in and sponge electric hits. Although, despite being a rain team, they're really not that electric weak. They have a Politoed and a Blastoise. I guess the Skarmory doesn't help that. But like Arch and Venusaur just are resist, which is really nice.
You got immunity
and
at
the
bottom,
Jolteon is also another immunity. Also, Jolteon always loves being on a weather team. It's not a Weathermon itself, but with that Weather Ball, gives it some much needed coverage.
130 base speed, Weather Ball. Yep.
Unfortunately, you can't use Quick Feet like some people like to do in past gens because there are no Flame Orb or Toxic Orb, so you are just 130. Oh no, I only have 130 base speed. What am I to do? I don't have like base 250.
Oh, there's like 3 Mons in the form of that outspeed me.
And
my steak too buttery.
And 2 of them weren't drafted.
True.
And then Ditto. I'm not the biggest fan of Ditto, but you can't complain too much. By the end of the draft, the C tiers are terrible. So at least maybe that could come and like stop you from getting swept by some setup sweeper.
Remind me how Imposter works in doubles. Is it across from you or is it random?
I couldn't tell you from Champions from experience, but I do think it's still across from you.
Okay.
Yeah. They have changed a lot of stuff arbitrarily for no reason. So.
I don't think that's one of the things they changed though.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Interesting. And did we say Diggersby does anything?
I don't know. They probably want a ground type for electric immunity.
I mean,
you probably just slap a scarf on it and click Earthquake, but the only Earthquake
would a scarf help? What's its speed?
like 70 something, 78.
Is it really? Okay.
Oh my
Oh, yeah,
god, 78. Look
Wow,
at
I'll
that.
put some respect on old Chungus over there. All right.
Wait. The big thing about ground type, does it get high horsepower? Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
That's
all right.
that's the sign of a powerful ground type when they get high horsepower. They're not
You know,
stomping
I didn't even
things.
know you were in the game, let alone that you were somewhat fast.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Garchomp is terrible because it doesn't get high horsepower. That's true.
Yeah. Where's ground type? That's just that.
Yeah.
Yes. Ignore him. All right. Anything else to say about the Anaheim Audinos before we move on?
No, I mean you kind of know what it does looking at the first like 2 Pokemon. So.
Yeah, these first 4, even 5. Like these 5 are terrifying.
Yeah.
I think like the fact that you could just, well, you probably don't bring these. You probably bring like, whoops, not that. You bring these 4, and then the problem is you do have to kind of dip into the shitters at some
Yeah,
point.
I'm not
You don't
as
wanna
big a
bring
fan
these
of the C tiers, but Jolteon, I really like Jolteon. Actually,
I like Jolteon a lot.
Jolteon's great.
I mean, honestly, anything below Sableye, I'm a little. Well, yeah, Jolteon's good, true, but
Yeah.
Sableye's the only one I really like in B for this team.
Yeah,
But,
I kind of agree.
like I
Yeah,
tried Skarmory out as like a dual mega in season 2, and I couldn't make it work that great. But,
Yeah. I think Reuniclus is fine. I think it doesn't have any inherent synergy, but it is just a matchup check for some of these like crazy Trick Room teams that appear later on down the line.
the one you circled had King
Well,
Gambit on it. I don't know. Really. I don't think it's going to be around. But the
This one.
okay, all right.
With
Well,
the
no, wait a minute. So wait a minute. Does he have wide guard at least? He looks like a man who could wide guard.
I don't think so.
Not that team needs the wide guard support, really.
Yeah.
But you don't have to leave. I just see the arms stretched out.
He does have the wide arms. He looks like
He does. He's got wide arms.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And like I did say, the Skarmory is a matchup check for like sand teams, but I don't expect that this core. I mean, maybe that guy. These two should have no trouble dealing with sand. Like I think they should.
It's a tailwind. It's a tailwind option, but again,
That's true.
he must have had a reason for picking up the mega if the regular one was in a lower tier. So I'm not sure.
I think Mega Skarmory.
Did he pick up?
Skarmory.
I don't know. I don't know if you remember. I mean, did he pick it up like late in the draft? Like it was like one of his last picks. He's like, I need tailwind somewhere. Like I'll grab it. Like
4th to last.
Oh, so yeah, I don't even know.
Wait, I don't remember this. This is something new to me. I did not
We
see
got rid
that.
of
that's right.
Blastoise.
It wasn't
Blastoise.
Mega Excadrill.
Huh? What on earth? What was that doing there?
I don't know.
Well, it's not there anymore for a reason.
All right.
That's some secret lore. All right, we can move on.
Yep.
Colin, you want to get this one?
Sand. Sure. Which normally apparently in FDL I have the reputation of being the sand player. Didn't realize that, but I do like I like the Mega T-Tar and Excadrill core. I think it's really strong.
That was one of the ones I was gunning for. I really wanted that. I was so sad to see it go like 5th. Yeah, no 4th.
Yeah.
No 5th. Yeah.
But I think Float is like on its own, even without Mega, is just like really solid. Embarrassment of riches with the double fairy types in A tier makes me sick to my stomach. So some of us are fighting for scraps for a fairy type, and then the King Floyd followers just nom 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 nom. So many fairies. No, I think it's pretty cool. Similar to Tyler with the combination weather and Trick Room. Except one problem where there is no Trick Room. You got Scrafty, Hydrapple, and even Clefable, like it's been pretty good in Trick Room.
Houndstone if there's none of this, but the biggest one, Mega T-Tar.
Yeah, I had Mega T-Tar.
Yeah.
But there's just no Trick Room setter, which
it is a pretty.
I think this seems to be really improved by one of those. Maybe instead of the Charizard or something. But no, I think the Mega T-Tar, Excadrill, and Houndstone is like really good value for C tier.
Houndstone is a stupid good C tier. Yeah, specifically for the Sand team.
It's not good on any other team.
Oh, does it have Sand
Blaster specs? Yes, it does.
Oh boy.
But like that's the thing is a lot of teams are just picking up C tiers like just at fill their slots. This team like Houndstone specifically, that's something you could bring every week and not even realize it's a C tier.
Absolutely.
That's such good value.
Well, you got a second Intimidator I see down there in his C tier as well. But.
Yep. Yeah, the Bach. Yeah, Houndstone's really versatile as well. You can do it like offensive with Last Respect if you have it in the back, and it's hard to outpace. But it also gets a lot of like really good support moves for being a ghost type. So it's got Will-O-Wisp, has Snarl. So I'm sure there are others that I can't think of off the top of my head. But
it's got like body press and stuff, so you can still
body
invest
press,
fully
defensively
bulky and still do damage. Whoops, I'm typing that into the item. Unless they took it. They did take it from Arch. Yeah, it still gets it.
Yeah.
Poltergeist is just
you can do like
high base power for a lead. Got Yawn for like maybe Trick Room teams, or maybe even to like the Mega Gengar team.
It feels like Destiny Bond, which is pretty cool.
Charm, but you.
I'll switch if you really want to be annoying.
Wait, that's actually crazy next to T-Tar, because then they go for a fighting move, you switch.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That could literally just win you like a game in the best of 3 if they don't see that coming.
Interesting. Yep.
I think this team is quite good if they can find a Trick Room setter.
I agree. Like I think they fell into a little bit of a trap where like you see like, oh, I need like defensive cores on my team. I need Grass, Fire, Water. So they grab like these 3, but it's like I think those. Like, at this point, if they're not, you're going to be coming, like, most weeks. Like, if they're not, like, B or above, you probably just get something else that can fill, like, a niche. Like, we could grab Trick Room Setters instead of these 2, maybe. And also, you could probably swap the Floette or the Clefable, one or the other. But that would make this team, like, amazing. I do like the Hydrapple, though. I think it's good. I think you do want a Grass type on Sand because you need something to sponge Water and Ground hits. Which, even though, Mega T-Tar and Excadrill don't share any types, they do have common weaknesses, which are Grass and Water. Hydrapple can sponge those hits. Not Grass, Ground and Water, my bad. Ground and Water, which Hydrapple can sponge and then hit back very well. So the Hydrapple I like, but the Charizard is just, like, not doing a whole lot. For Alligator's, like, okay, but I'm sure there's a better Water type if you want one.
Yeah. The speed control in general is just the issue here.
You're just very relying on your Sand Rush.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you have 2 Sand Rushes though.
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready to move on? Anything else?
Sure,
to say?
sure.
All right. You want to take this one, Patrick?
Scariest team in the draft.
Well, I mean, we got the Garchomp up there, which I can't remember if he's gone up to the #1 usage at this point, but obviously a fantastic mon. And we have, let's see, what do we have? What are we working with here? So you have your Fairy Ground combo with Mega Clefable. Mega Clefable that's not a good mon though, is it? But what does it do?
It's
Magic Bounce.
It's Follow Me.
Yeah, but I mean,
is this?
It does have good stats too. Like
it's
a Follow Me that can hit hard and also float above the Earthquake.
So yeah, I guess the question is does he have speed control to go with the Golden Go and the Mega Clefable? So let's see, do we have?
Honestly, not the most.
I guess you have Trick Room options.
Electroweb, Rotom.
Yeah, Electroweb.
Yeah.
String Shot. This thing just naturally gets fast.
That's true. You can Baton Pass, but I don't know. Maybe a little bit more speed control here. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Nope.
So my initial critique here is that maybe some speed control could be added to this team. But Mega Lopunny, you're going to get your fake outs into ghost types, which is nice. I think I've seen Golden Go popping up. I know it lost, or not itself, but Make It Rain got nerfed into the ground. It can miss now, and it drops 2 stages. But I mean, you don't have to click that button. You can still click Shadow Ball, Nasty Plot. Even if you wanted Flash Cannon, that mon's still really good.
I mean, you still run Make It Rain.
You still run Make It Rain.
Sure,
it's just
sure.
Make It Rain has been nerfed to where it should have started. It was a broken move, and now it's what it would be if it was made as a fair move.
-1 for a 120 spread move was kind of ridiculous. I mean, I know I'm saying that next to things like Calyrex, Shadow and Ice Rider, but I mean, you got to draw the line somewhere.
This is a regular Pokemon. This is not even a legendary Pokemon.
He's your regular Golden Joe. But let's see. So we have Sui and Samurott. I guess there might be some situations where you want spikes.
It's mostly just a sharpness spot.
Yeah.
And
it fills your sort of fighting, Steel, Ghost, Fairy. You do want a Dark type to go in with all those types, and you also don't
get
have
Sucker Punch for the Basculegion guy.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do we have here? I remember Ariados was a niche winner that had redirection, and I guess the typing matched up really well into the meta. I don't know how well that's going to play into a draft format, but it was a C tier pick, so I mean, I guess that's okay.
Yeah,
Like you
a
said,
C tier that's
redirection's
usable,
kind of a hard thing to get right now. So
yeah. Well, you got
probably
one
a
of
good
the better
pickup.
ones here too. But yeah,
Yeah.
just a bringable C tier is more than some teams can say.
Looks like you got a second fake out user in
Multiple.
Simi Sage, but probably not bringing it. I mean, I guess that was probably the end of the draft. I was like, I want a grass type.
I think there was a waiver at some point. That was not an original on the team. This team was originally had Scoville.
Yeah, it was
traded to
Scoville.
the other team.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he does have some redirection already, so I mean, I guess he didn't really need it. And like you mentioned, you can do the Scarf Rotom strats that I've been seeing going around, get the speed control, or I guess Air Slash is probably not as good of a trade-off as Overheat or Hydro Pump. But Discharge is interesting next to Chomp. Do we have any telepathy abilities in here?
I don't think so.
I don't
aside
think
from
so.
the Chomp now.
Okay. And the only, let's see. So then the next to Garchomp that lets it click EQ, you have Clefable. Well, yeah, I guess you can make a Clefable next to Garchomp and EQ.
Yeah.
And then the Rotom, of course. Of course, all Rotoms would you don't have to be Flying type for that. Let's see. So Espathra, what do you want to? I guess you can try to set up your Mega Clefable with Espathra. You can give it the speed and the Calm Mind boost and switch it in.
One thing that I really like about Espathra is that Lumina Crash is basically it's like an attack that also is fake tiers. So I think the idea is that you can use that next to make it rain, and then just nuke one thing.
It's
and
a
then
stronger
just, like,
version of
kill
that poison. What's that poison move that does a similar thing, but it was much weaker?
Acid Spray.
Acid Spray. Yeah. The and I guess you can also use Espathra to bring in Chandelure, depending on the matchup. So I like the special attackers with Espathra. I think those are good. I mean, obviously Golden Go too. So yeah, Espathra makes sense here. I like Espathra. I think the team has solid options. Again, maybe a little bit more speed control in here, but you do have Fake Out and Espathra to try to mitigate that a little bit.
I do think Mega Lopunny is is it the single fastest Pokemon aside from Dragapult?
I think it's 135. I think it's 135.
Yeah.
It's ridiculously fast. It is faster.
I think Mega Aerodactyl and Mega Dragapult are faster, but otherwise.
Mega Dragapult.
And regular and
Yes.
Mega Aerodactyl and regular Dragapult.
But I think it is
Mega Dragapult when?
Yeah, I think it is the second fastest Pokemon drafted. If I'm just scanning,
That might be true. So I mean,
there's only one Prankster Tailwind, or it's not even Prankster Tailwind. It's Gale Wings Tailwind because Whimsicott went undrafted. So Mega Lopunny will get a chance to do something before it gets outsped.
Sure, and it is the Fake Outer, so he can at least get his teammate. I mean, if you go up against Talonflame, Fake Out at the first turn, and then have somebody kill it. I think it can be mitigated, and again, he's got good offensive options. I think it's overall very solid.
Yeah, and this is one of the probably the best pilot in the league, so they will definitely be able to do some good shit with this team. I think having a good pilot with a well balanced team can overcome just about anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Having a toolbox of good tools is certainly very important to someone like that. So,
anything else?
No?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, it would be my turn, but I think we can probably take a detour here and let Collin explain this team.
Yeah. So this is my team, obviously, and you'll notice it is the second rain team. Our Celadon was picked ahead of me. That's what one of the guys I was going to pick, but honestly, there are still a lot of crazy good guys in S tier left, but I knew how good a rain team could be. And I was I was like, I can't let somebody else on it. So, and Mega Swampert, I think is the other guy other than our Celadon that makes it so strong. And so that was my first pick, was the Mega Swampert, and I knew I had to have Pelipper. I couldn't be Politoed, so I had to pick that next because I think that the other team would have picked Pelipper if it had made it to them on the swing back.
Choice, yeah.
Yeah. After that, all of my plans kind of fell apart. Rotom Mow was a good addition. I like that. Getting a grass type is bring out an electric type.
And you can Earthquake next to it.
I was about to say, if you don't have to run an ice move that week, then yeah, you have another Pokemon you can click EQ next to. So.
So, but then yeah, those first three picks I think were really good. and then
We forgot about Overquill. This is where we should have taken it.
Yeah, at that point I was like, okay, well I don't really know what else I want. I was like, I want a
prankster.
A prankster, but there are a lot of them, so I can probably wait. And the one that I really wanted, which is base Meowstic, went second round, which is crazy. I was not picking it that high.
And then the Mega Meowstic went right before you could get it too.
Yep.
The light part, I assume, was intentional because that's your beat up option for Annihilate, right?
It's also my prankster with weather.
Yeah,
right.
That's what we were just talking about prank.
Like, so, I think that's a good fit for what you're trying to do, though. I mean, you get weather and you get beat up, so that supports your S tier and A tiers.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good. Mr. Rhyme, I know, is a fake out user. I'm curious though. I've seen funny things with him copying abilities. Is there an ability you want to copy with this guy?
No. I just like him.
He's just a funny little guy. Okay. All right.
Some lore for the draft was Collin was at work during the draft. He had to go for a little while. He's like, all right, I'll leave my picks with you. And then so it's Collin's turn, and then I type in the chat he wants Mr. Rhyme when it was his turn. And then nobody said anything for a good 2 minutes. And then Spring, the moderator's like, oh, you're not joking. He actually wants Mr. Rhyme. They thought I was joking while he was away.
Well, all right, let's talk about what you do get. You get the ability to remove screens on Switch In, and you get fake out. So I mean, not the end of the world.
Your screens are getting clean, let me tell you.
I think the funny thing I saw with this mon was somebody had it next to Raichu Y, and they were copying No Guard with the move that lets you copy a target's an ability.
Oh,
and they were clicking Sheer Cold after they did that, which was humorous. Not applicable here, but funny.
I actually did initially have as a second Mega. I was thinking about Mega Raichu Y, but I ended up off of that.
It would be an A tier. It should be very hard.
Yeah, that's expensive
to fit.
Yeah.
I guess you could swap Zoroark.
It's Zoroark. Yeah, exactly. And I think Zoroark has been a lot of fun every time I've used it.
Yeah.
I had it in our auction. Obviously, I put in a lot of work there. But it's I don't know. I think he's neat. And I like being able to have it next with Annihilate, where they try and hit me with a Ghost type move and surprise Zoroark, and now you're burned or something. But yeah, I like Earthworm was the other guy I ended up really liking. Another guy I can Earthquake next.
Oh, true. I didn't think about that. Yeah. You have a third option there.
Mm-hmm.
The Lycanroc, is that just for the Charizard Y team when you have to play that matchup?
Kind of, yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna Accelerate so hard.
Yeah. Another thing we realized with the Earthworm is that Collin does play this team over here with Mega Frostlass. And we realized it's just a thing with Rain is that they are incredibly weak to freeze dry just naturally. So Earthworm is going to have to put in LeBron levels of work to mitigate the freeze
LeBron.
You do have 3 freeze dry vulnerable mons there. Not too bad. That's not too bad.
Yeah, but only I guess your C tier is going to be putting in work as your ice resists.
Yeah.
Yep.
Salazzle also, I like Salazzle a lot. It's another beat up option for Annihilate. Very fast fake out, and I always like having fire types because you do have grass, fire, water, but it's always awkward putting them on rain. So it's always nice to get a fire type with a secondary stab option on a rain team because you can
another
just
fake out user. Obviously
definitely your influence. It's not a favorite of mine, but I did need something in C tier.
You were about to take Simisear, and I said, hang on now. There's a better option than Simisear in C tier for a fake out user.
Did you have this mon on one of your rain teams, Connor?
I did.
I feel like you did.
Arch, yeah. I had the coolest strategy that never came up because I didn't need to do it. It was I had It was Oblivious to be immune to Intimidate. It was Eject Pack, and then it was Scale Shot. And then the idea is that you could Scale Shot the Archaludon, give it 2 to 5 stages of defense, get ejected out into Politoed, get the rain up, and then go for Electro Shot with all the defense.
Kind of heat.
And the Oblivious protects you from Intimidate, so you can't even have your Intimidate procced by, or your Eject Pack procced by an Intimidate.
Right.
So I never needed to click it, because I think I just won by clicking Electro Shot without the defense boosts. But Collin can do that, but he doesn't need to, because it does learn Beat Up, and you can just beat up the Annihilate with that.
And Eject Pack doesn't exist anymore.
Yes, that's true. It might not even get scale shot still. Does it? Yes, it does, but you don't need to do that because it can miss.
Let's see. In terms of things that are missing, like I guess intimidate and redirection. So like it might be a little harder to set up annihilate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, I've been trying to acquire both Overquill and Household from the Crobats. So far, no luck, but
I've come to bargain.
Yeah, I definitely they are definitely never giving up the Mousehold because that is like the core that you use on like real Parastrap teams. I could see them maybe parting with the Overquill though, but they said
they don't need an Overquill.
So.
They got it. They got
a Hydreigon right there. They got a Dark type and a Poison type already on the team. So who knows?
And Intimidator.
And an Intimidator.
Yes. Oh yes, Raptor. Yeah.
Well, they have 2 other Dark types. So.
Yeah. We don't count this guy. This guy's never coming.
Yeah.
Fair. He's not real.
Fair. But I think I'm a little bit lower on my team. I think it's a little more disjointed than I usually play.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Mega Swampert is so that maybe I'm just underrating.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like when you draft, you're always looking for like the deals, right, in the lower tiers. I feel like this is a maybe the opposite of what you usually do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, through Mr. Rhyme, of course. Have you seen him dance? He's awesome.
I have the little taps.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else to say about Collin's team?
No.
All right, I can do this one since I would have just gone then. The
Okay.
Cortondo Soapberries. I think I like this team a lot. It's Mega Gardevoir, Aegislash, Mega Garchomp, Vivillon, Oranguru, Kangaskhan, Mega Heracross, Bellibolt, Mega Chestnut, and Sharpedo. So this is another one of the quad Mega teams. But it doesn't super count because...
He's got an itemless Garchomp there for the most part.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the Garchomp probably just stays a regular Garchomp like 90% of the time.
Unless you're playing maybe the Sand team. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. I do actually think it could Mega a little bit because this they have the option of both Tailwind and Trick Room on the team.
I do like the Vivillon next to Garchomp.
The Vivillon next to Garchomp is so good. And it's like the Oranguru, like it losing speed could actually be good if you're playing against like one of the faster teams. You can have it speed drop be to your benefit, and then you can instruct Earthquake next to Telepathy Oranguru, which is kind of crazy.
Oh,
I think
that is interesting.
That's the trailer thing that they showed when they showed off Oranguru. They showed it instructing Earthquake with Telepathy.
That is.
But cool. Vivillon is going to be a nightmare. I think this one has access to 3 amazing abilities in draft. There is no Covert Cloak in this game. But this Pokemon just has Shield Dust. Yeah, so if you think you're going to get faked out, you can run Shield Dust to ignore fake out, Compound Eyes for accurate Sleep Powders and Hurricanes, and then if you're not clicking those, you still have Friend Guard for your Gardevoir and Garchomp and Aegislash. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I do I think it was last season, the rise of the Scarf Sleep Powder Vivillon was
my god.
Usually I like Vivillon, but that's just obnoxious. Luckily I think I only ran into that once, but that's and I guess you can set up with Gardevoir, technically speaking, with Calm Mind if you wanted to. But
I mean, you got Sword Stance on these 2. This itself can set up, but that's not doing that.
Tailwind.
Does Heracross get Sword Stance?
I feel like it would.
Yes, it does, but I don't think you click that too much. You probably just use him as a brute force Trick Room attacker. I guess you could set up Iron Defense with this into I always go to the Sand team as my example, but like the Sand team just can't break Mega Chestnut. I guess they do have Fairies, but some teams just have a hard time getting through Mega Chestnut. I really like the Kangaskhan. I think, Collin, you said a lot of the guys were wanting to put Kangaskhan as C tier, and you're like, no, we got to put that as a B tier.
Wolfie likes it too much with a fake out last resort.
Exactly.
And it's draft, and it's like, okay, you're a Gen 1 normal type. You have access to like so much coverage. Right?
Mm-hmm. And again, 2 good abilities, right? You got Scrappy and Inner Focus.
Yeah. I think that was a good call. Leave it in B for sure.
Mm-hmm. But we always talk about it's not super slow, but we always talk about what fake outs do you want to set Trick Room with? But there's just so many fast fake out users that the answer is always Incineroar. If you're in VGC, obviously you can't have Incineroar and Mega Gardevoir, which is one of your cornerstones that the team is built on. Scrafty is the other one that just got added. I forgot about it, but both Scrafties went relatively early, I think. Let's find out. Actually, this one went a little bit late. Oh, the Kangaskhan went super early, actually. I didn't realize that the Scrafty was still around when Kangaskhan went. So they must have just wanted it for, like you said, it's coverage, or you can just do Fake Out, Last Resort. Got good abilities. There's no Intimidate on this team, which is maybe a bit of something that they would want, but because the team is relatively fat. But I think the idea behind this
he's not very setup oriented, so I mean, it's not the biggest issue.
Yeah. I think a big thing is that it just wants to have a lot of mid-speed Pokemon that can take advantage of either Trick Room or Tailwind, which I think it does very well. And then you do have like some behemoth like Mega Heracross for specifically the Trick Room mode. Not sure about the Sharpedo, but you probably just
everybody gets
yeah. It's C tier. You can't be
everybody's
too picky.
got some shitters down there. No, I think that the top 6 are like probably the scariest top 6.
It looks really fun. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
in the draft.
This is one of my picks for like one of the top drafts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Duckies is like slightly better because I think it's top to bottom. Every guy is a little more usable. But no, this is a great team.
But I actually didn't even notice before Sigtrick had said that there is not really much speed control in this team, which this team definitely has both options, Trick Room and Tailwind. And also Oranguru is it's always nice to find Trick Room setters that have like something going for them. Like we mentioned the Reuniclus like doesn't really have much going for it in the way of like guaranteeing that it's gonna, it would in that case stop it. But Oranguru does have inner focus, so it can't be faked out, which is especially nice because there's no Covert Cloak, no Terra Ghost this gen.
Nice.
So stuff that can block fake out is very nice. You want to have, at least in the past, you'd want an ability that either blocks taunt or fake out because you can't hold 2 items. Now something that blocks fake out is much better since you can't hold a Covert Cloak or Terra Ghost.
Yeah, it's a cool team. It looks fun.
Yep. All right, you want to move on? Anything else to say?
Nope.
No.
All right, you want to take this one, Sigtrick?
I got it. I've been, like I said, I've been using Mega Metagross lately. It's a lot of fun, and I've tried a few different sets on it. And in draft, it's going to be even better. You have just so much coverage. You have Body Press. With fighting moves, always great option to have in the current meta. But you have 2 Elemental Punches in Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. You have Psychic Fangs to get rid of terrain as like your best Psychic stab overall. Just and like 110 speed if you want to do max speed, which oftentimes you probably do. But again, it's draft, so it depends on the matchup. But just a fantastic mod. I mean, I just don't really have much bad to say about it. He immediately picks up a dark type to switch into the dark and ghost moves with T-Tar, and Metagross is immune to chip from sand. So that I like that combo. Melodic, if someone wants to try to run Intimidate. I mean, obviously you're gonna come in with the what is it called?
Your body.
Clear body, but you're gonna lose it when you mega. So you still like being able to
too.
Yep. So to be able to deter that a little bit is nice. And that's a solid water type. So I like that pickup. Rotom Heat. It's a Rotom. I mean, it's just going to be good to pick up. You can run the Scarf. People have support mons if you really want to do the trick shenanigans, or if you want to do speed control with Electro Web. Or you can just throw a berry on it. I mean, it's going to be great into the Sun team. Just grab a Rotom. Rotoms are great in draft. So speaking of speed control, you have Noivern, who's pretty up there in speed. I think it's like 126. 6? Is it? No.
No, it might be 3, yeah. I think I'm thinking Talonflames 126.
Yeah. So it's fantastic speed tier. Good tailwind. I'm trying to think what else it gets. It has telepathy, but I don't think that comes in play here.
No.
I think it has Infiltrator, but you're already kind of getting around the screens with your...
Frisk's good in draft.
Oh, I love that in draft. Okay, great. So I think that's a very solid mod. It's got some coverage. It has fire. Boom Burst next to Metagross is not the worst thing, I guess. It's not really that offensive.
Yeah, Super Fang. You can run full bulk Super Fang.
That's true. True.
Full speed,
I think
full
it's
bulk.
a solid option. Alakazam, that one. Now I'm starting to slow down here. I don't know.
That's the one that I don't see what it does here.
Yeah.
Like the first thing that comes to my mind with Alakazam is Speed Swap, but like on what, T-Tar? On Milotic after it coil hypnosis?
I guess.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess you could set up Psychic Terrain to do stuff. It's
that
a
might
stretch.
be it. Because like you do have, but Metagross doesn't need Psychic Terrain. I don't know.
It doesn't really. It's got Tough Claws, but I mean, Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I mean, so Alakazam, it does have Thunderbolt, Energy Balls. I mean, it's got some coverage. So I mean, it's a little bit. It's a little better in draft.
Because like I'd say if they didn't have a Psychic type, I'd be like, maybe they just want a Psychic type attacker, but they have one of the best in the game. So.
Yeah, probably the best Psychic type.
I really don't think there's gonna be too many games where you're gonna use another Mega either. I see the Greninja right there.
I guess that is we talked about earlier with like the having one that like pairs well with it. Like you wouldn't want to bring it at the same time anyways. I think this is one of those cases.
Yeah, into stuff like Sun or also like Mega T-Tar.
Well, I mean, you can bring Metagross into Sun. I mean, it has rock moves. It has Thunder Punch with Tough Claws one shots Charizard Y, unless I assume they just invest a lot in bulk. Yeah. So it has they have options to kill out Sun. You got the Rotom Heat on this team. Like I feel like you have enough hate for Sun that you can still bring your Metagross. T-Tar obviously. I mean, I don't think Sun was the concern here. I don't know what the Greninja's for either actually.
I mean, I think it has good matchups into stuff that like Metagross is weak.
It's solid.
Like
I mean, if someone has a lot of ice, you can do Ice Beams and.
Not like Metagross it doesn't inherently do well into Dark types, but it does resist Dark type moves, Ghost types. Yeah, I think it's probably just something that beats Fire types, Ground types, Ghost types, as a separate Mega.
But that's T-Tar right there.
That is T-Tar.
You just described T-Tar, but the
not ground types.
Well, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think Mega Greninja is not offensive. I mean, yeah, it's not offensive. It is offensive. It's not offensive on its own. I think you can definitely find room for it. Greninja obviously has a big move pool, so I mean, inherently in draft that's okay. Leaving not Mega Evolving your Metagross that game kind of feels bad, but there again, like you said, there might be a niche case for it.
Yeah, you can. Also
Greninja is the second fastest guy drafted.
Yeah,
I realized.
I think isn't it tied with Dragapult?
I think it's one slower than Dragapult.
Oh, they're both 142.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's interesting. You just speed try the Dragapult, kill it with Dark Pulse.
You have Aromatisse and Reuniclus as your Trick Room setters. I get that. And you said Aromatisse had an interesting ability to prevent what?
Taunt.
What was it?
Prevent
taunt.
Prevent taunt non-core.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's anything that restricts your move, like your ability to click moves, like also like Torment and stuff. Let's find out. Taunt, disable, Encore, Heal Block.
So anything a mental herb. Yeah,
yes.
okay.
It's a permanent mental herb for you and your partner too, not just you.
Okay, so you have your two Trick Roomers, and then what does Hisuian Decidueye do? I mean, I guess it's good in Trick Room. It's got that crazy move that's good. He's just not fast.
I think it's just filling two types on this team. They don't have a grass type. They don't have a fighting type. Fills both.
Yeah, it probably was like an end of the draft pickup just to cover some types. I think you're right. But I really like the first 5 picks here. I think that's a very solid start. And then Alakazam and Greninja was a little critical over, but they do have deep move pools. So I mean, in draft, that's valuable. I think that can work.
I agree. I like these 5. I like these, right? And then I guess he fills types, so he's fine. I just think that Alakazam could be something better in B tier. I don't think you need it.
Is what it is, but solid team overall.
I will actually, Collin. Do you want to take this one? Because then I'll take mine when it comes to me.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we can do that. So this one is, I mean, it's just kind of a balanced team. Not really going in any particular direction, but I think they got a lot of good value on some of the
slower direction, I'd say.
Yeah, I guess that's true. There's the Rhyperior and Carbonazole there.
With one glaring exception, because this is one of those things where we can pull this up. Which team was this actually? The Dayton Dragonites.
Dayton Dragonites.
Because I'm pretty sure, aside from the Sceptile, everything is slow on this team. Oh, I didn't.
Well, Ninetales.
Yeah, but aside from those two, everything can go under Trick Room.
It's the Oryx Classic slow balance.
Yes.
No, but I think this team is going to be very hard to kill with under the Ninetales or Roarveil support, because everything is pretty slow and bulky except for the Mega Sceptile. This is going. Let me tell you, these screens are getting cleaned if I play them. But I think all the C tiers in here are pretty good. Obviously, Wolf got top 4 with Toxapex, but it's Wolf, so how much stock can you put in that? But it is a White Guard guy that is really slow, so nice in a Trick Room. I think Weirdeer is a pretty good setter. With Intimidate, I guess you have Incineroar, but like more Intimidate doesn't hurt generally. And I like Slowking being able to like slow pivot into like the Mega Chromatable, and set up Snow for it, so make it a little more bulky.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that these are some of like less used megas in like the real metagame, but I think they could be really good in draft. Especially Mega Scizor. I think Mega Scizor is so good.
I'm a big fan of Mega Scizor.
I think I tried to use the Galar Slowking in a doubles draft once as like, oh yeah, I can set up Trick Room and then I can, set up the Snow for, insert Ice type here. I think maybe it was Glaceon at the time or something, but it's just, it felt, part of it I think was bad luck, but it did feel a little awkward. Obviously, once you switch up the speed, and then now you're you're now going first, and now you're bringing in your Ice type to take a hit, which it will take better. I don't know. I remember being awkward. Maybe he can make it work.
Mm-hmm. I remember we talked about Biblical Greed having 2 A-tier fairy types, but that's happening
again.
Ooh, that hurts.
Some of us are going without or scrounging through the C-tier for fairy types, whereas this person has 2 A-tier ones.
He's not a favorite amongst the draft.
But yeah, I like what you said about the Mega Scizor. I'm a big fan of that. I think that like the screens plus the Intimidates and plus Fake Out support from the Incineroar, this guy can reliably get up a Swords Dance like most games.
Yeah, that's really scary.
Yeah, and like you do have the switches for fire. Its only weakness is fire. You've got fire resist there. You've got a fire resist there, but it actually is kind of awkward putting it on snow because you do inherently have a few other fire weaknesses. So that's something that like if I'm prepping into this team, I'm looking to bring some fire type moves. Sylveon's great under the Trick Room. The one thing I will say though is that like, yeah, this team has the best Fake Out user to set up Trick Room, but it's very awkward when your Trick Room setter is not even. I guess Slowking is immune to Taunt actually, isn't it? Is the Galar one?
Tempo? Is that the right one?
No, not the Galar one. That's awkward because the Kanto one is, but yeah, the Galar one's not. So yeah, that could be awkward. If you just run Taunt on both things, you're guaranteed to taunt Slowking.
Well, Mental Herb is in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. I mean, you mentioned the bit of a fire weakness. I was about to say, I see the Mega Sceptile there, and I know one of the cheesy strats right now is to do your Scarf Rotom discharge and get the free burst, and the Frost Rotom Frost could have been interesting with the blizzards. Yeah. And you could also set up your Sceptile. But any Rotom, I would have been happy with next to Sceptile.
Yeah. Anything else to say, Colin?
No, I don't think so. I think I said my piece.
All right. Do you want to take this one, Sigtrick, and then I can do me?
Sure.
Given Sigtrick probably the weirdest draft in the draft.
This is okay. I can work with this. I see the Sinistra as the S tier pick, and so the first thing I did is like, okay, what's setting up in here? Immediately I see Como. Big fan of Como. Love Como.
Skin tags.
And shut up. And I love it anymore. I love it even more in draft. It has 3 great abilities that you can kind of custom fit to whatever you need that week. You have immunity to powder moves. You have ability not to get hit by Shadow Ball if you want to get around the Perish Song or the Hyper Voices. He's got stuff. He's got a big move pool. Outside the big move pool, you have 2 main sets you can run. You can do the Clangris Soul set, and again, you have Sinistra to sit there and help you with that. You also have your body press sets. So depending on your opponent that week, you can kind of really just mix and match. And again, Sinistra's going to be great for both of those. I wanted to try Sinistra when I drafted Como. Unfortunately, it got picked up by somebody else. So I automatically love that pairing. I think that's great. He did grab a one Fake Out user. Is there more than one? No, just the one. In Raichu, I'm trying to think if Raichu's worth the points of B. But I mean, I do like Raichu. He doesn't really need the lightning rod per se on this team.
Yeah, aside from on, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if your opponent can like Thunder Wave you, then like that's kind of nice to prevent that from slowing down your Como or something. But the Gudra's an odd pick, I think, with the Como as like one of your main focuses. Actually, it's just a 3rd Dragon type. I kind of haven't talked about the 2 other A tiers yet. So I do think the Gudra is very weird. Maybe I should go back up the top of this list. So we have Hisuian Arcanine as an Intimidator, having good offensive rock damage is nice. Having your Firewater Grass. I don't know if there's a grass on here, but Sinistra. So yeah, you got your Firewater Grass. That's really nice. Arcanine has a few utility tools as well, but normally you're making this an offensive monster. So overall, I like that one. In fact, I think I had Arcanine on my Como team, so I do like that pairing. Mega Dragonite, great team, great Mega rather. Rain teams are not gonna like having to deal with that. Sorry, Collin. Make sure you have your ice beams.
Yeah.
Yep. Fantastic. He's going to have electric for those rain teams. Dragonite in general, he's almost like a Gen 1 normal. He's a Gen 1, obviously, but he's got electric, he's got ice, he's got
every
fire.
Coverage, you never want.
He's got massive special attack when he Mega Evolves. You don't have to Mega Evolve either. Does he have any other Megas? No. Okay, so that's not really a contention point, I suppose. But you could still run physical Dragonite and do the Tailwind support set with.
Does it lose attack when it Mega Evolves? I actually don't know. Yes, 10. So if you're running physical, you would not Mega.
Right. So but it's an option. You still have your your ability that what's it called? Not multi-scale. Oh, it is multi-scale.
Yeah. Inner focus before, which could be interesting if you want to not Mega to not get flinched, because they will try and fake you out to break your multi-scale. So it could be interesting to do that.
Yeah. I think the Dragonite's a fantastic draft pickup. I do think it's a little awkward with his S tiers and A tiers because you have 3 Mons weak to ice.
That's what I was going to bring up about the Arcanine, is that's going to do incredible amounts of work, probably. He's going to have to put in heavy lifting into any team that can use Blizzard. Because they'll get around the Rage Powder, and then just if you lead these two, or if you lead these two, it's Blizzard just, oh my god. So you're going to have to rely on these quad ice resists a lot.
There's not really a wide guard here, is there?
Golurk, maybe? I don't know.
No, it doesn't. Golurk looks like it should, but it doesn't.
Got arms. All right. Yeah, you're right. I think the Ice Team could be difficult for it. But yeah, the type crossovers, again, 3 dragons, a lot of ice weaknesses, which can happen. Even the Golurk's weak to ice, so we didn't really fix our case there.
But Golurk's not coming very often, if ever.
No, well, we just tried to think of a solution to Mega Frostlass. But Empoleon obviously is very comfortable in front of that Mon.
Yeah, it's got to be Scarf Arcanine, probably. Just Flare Blitz it.
Well, you can use rock moves too, but
this team does have Talonflames, so
yeah,
Rock Slide's clippable.
Arcanine's definitely coming that week. Arcanine's probably coming most weeks, to be honest.
Ooh, Arcanine can actually hit Scovillain with that and not get burned.
That's true, actually. One of the few physical attackers, yeah.
You don't have, I was about to say, you don't have a lot of physical attackers. The competitive on Empoleon's probably not getting procced very often. Because you're like, do I want to bring Intimidate to this team? Okay, the risk is set up
the
Empoleon
and the
Arcanine.
Offensive powerhouse of Golurk.
Oh, don't forget Belly Drum Slurpuff.
Belly Drum doesn't get it anymore.
They took it. No, they took it.
They nerfed Slurpuff?
Yeah.
Say it.
Slurpuff might be back to the worst Pokemon in the game.
No, Colin and I have had endless discussions about what the worst one in the game is. We were thinking Watchog until it topped a tournament. And then we're like, okay, now it might be Slurpuff. Because this guy just does nothing. The thing is, I think they had to put a certain amount of Sticky Web Pokemon in just for the Battle Spot singles.
Coverage. What's its special attack?
85.
Eh.
No, but Oryx 100% wanted Aromatisse, and he's been asking this person to trade for the Aromatisse. In his mind, this was supposed to be an Aromatisse, I think. And then he just grabbed a separate fairy to make up for it. I do like the Spiritomb, though. Trick Room Setter that's immune to Fake Out and Prankster Taunt is quite nice, just with typing alone.
Yeah, I guess he has a Trick Room mode. It just involves leaving his best Pokemon behind for the most part. Obviously Sinistcha can set up Trick Room too, which I think is going to be your more often the one you're going to be bringing. So the Spiritomb feels a little redundant to me. There's a lot of Pokemon I like at the top. The synergy outside of a couple things feels a little off in terms of overlapping weaknesses. But there's obviously, you heard at the beginning there were some things I was excited about, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Anything you want to stick on?
I'm more of a fan of Spiritomb than Patrick is, clearly, but
I do agree. It's not super necessary on this team.
I didn't want to be a hater, but the S tier is a ghost type that does Trick Room already. So.
But I'm a hater of Como because I think he's ugly. So
wow, crazy.
He's got the skin tags.
He does. The 3D model do be like rough at certain angles. I'll give you that. They made it a little bit better, especially with the texturing. But I think his 2D art. This looks fantastic.
All right.
Anyway, I see some cool mons on this guy's team. Why don't you talk about it?
Heck yeah. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is the Mega Delphox. So Collin and I made a bunch of teams going into the draft. Obviously, we made a Charizard Y team because we knew our friend Tyler had first pick. He would get whatever he wanted. We didn't expect like any of these guys would go, which obviously first 3 picks, 3 best Megas probably. So didn't expect any of these 2 would go. Thought there was a chance that Arch fell. It did not. And even then, the ranking that we made.
You've had that Pokemon enough. Are you not bored yet?
No,
John, this is the 3rd time you've brought.
Anyway,
Sheen, whatever his name is.
Yeah, it is Sheen. You're right. What a cursed name. And then anyway, Collin picked like a lot of like the Mega Swampert stuff that we built for our rain team. The thing I thought might make it would be Sand. I'm like, okay, well. There's T-Tar and Mega T-Tar, so I got 2 chances to get a Sand Setter. I could take X-Zero my first pick. But before it made it to me, T-Tar and No, I don't think regular T-Tar had gone. What was that person's first pick?
It was Metagross.
It was Metagross. So regular T-Tar was there, but without the Mega, I did kind of want the Mega. And then the other one I made a team for was... Where was it? Mega Lopunny was another one that I considered. That went too. So I got the Mega Delphox, which I think I'm actually very happy with it in A tier. I think it's used a lot in VGC, so I'm very surprised to see it at A tier. It's probably on the top end of A tier. Like, it was probably one of those mons that wavers between low S, high A. Very happy to have it. Next choice I made, immediately once you get Delphox, you gotta think, what ground type do I want? This is what I was talking about earlier with Tyler's Mamoswine. I'm like, I kind of want the Crocodile. I did consider the Garchomp, but I also knew that Sneasler was not taken. At this point, by the time I took the Crocodile, only 3 teams didn't have S tiers, which were me, Collin, and then Ducky, who we were talking to in like just like typing. So I knew what everybody was taking, so I knew Sneasler would fall to me last pick, so I did that.
Celadon Clefables also didn't have an S tier. They were never going to pick Sneasler.
Yes, but as soon as I saw Farigiraf, Mega Scrafty, I knew they were taking King Gambit as their S tier because I want something slow. So I knew Sneasler would probably fall. I skipped my other A tier because I was just like, there's nothing super important, and I knew that I wanted Serena immediately because
your budget for Giraffe.
Well, yeah, protecting Delphox from Sucker Punch, yeah, but it also doesn't overlap typing too, so which is very nice.
Yeah,
and these 3 are just like super good together. Like, this is I don't know. I'm gonna be bringing my low tiers a lot, I think, because I think I got some good ones minus these 2.
I don't hate Vanilla. Hold on. I don't hate Vanilla. It sets up, it gives you a weather condition, and you can scarf it. It's fine.
That's exactly what I took it for. Yeah. Next, I grabbed Scizor. Steel type's always something that you want, and a B tier Steel type that's just like still got really good stats. Just you can't ask for much more than that. Like, you look through the draft, there's not like that many good Steel types, so I'm very happy to have one. And it's because I'm 2 picks ahead of everybody else because I skipped my S tier and my A tier, so I'm getting like first pick in every sort of category. Around this time, I realized that I think the greed has started to show itself where everybody was grabbing like multiple fairy types on their teams. So at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grab a fairy type.
You got your go-to. That's definitely a comic classic right there.
My go-to fairy type, the Florges. I just think it's really solid. I'm not gonna be doing Symbiosis at all because I don't think there's any like reliable way to proc any items. And I also could bone my own Sneasler. If I give it an item, it loses the speed boost. So I'm gonna be doing Flower Veil.
Does it?
Yeah,
it does.
It goes back.
Unburdening goes away if you gain it. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So
you've
it's
been burdened.
Yeah, burdened. So it's gonna be Flower Veil, which like 90% of the time is a dead ability. I'll come to like the one case where it actually does something. Next, I grabbed Luxray, another comfort pick for me. C tier, just that can just do Intimidate, and it is an electric type, which I didn't have yet. And then now I'm at the point where I'm starting to pick like just sort of the pick of the litter stuff. I knew that I wanted a Ghost type because Ghost does naturally go well with fighting, which I was intending to take. Dark, Psychic, just I guess Fairy too, I guess kind of falls into that realm. I knew I wanted a Ghost type. I knew I wanted something that could like imprison Trick Room. I was so close to taking Gourgeist. I was so excited for Gourgeist because I'm like, okay, it can do all that stuff. It can in Trick Room, and you can run the fat one, or you could run the skinny one and then use Forest Curse next to Mega Delphox, make stuff grass type, then blow it up with Heat Wave. The only problem is that Forest Curse is Trevenant's move, not not Gourgeist's move.
You get the trick or treat or whatever.
You
it is,
trick
right?
or treat making a ghost, which does nothing. I guess you can
lose
put
your
it next to
stab.
Crocodile. Yeah, no, you don't
lose your stab.
It adds it on top.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was so close to taking the Gourgeist, and then I'm luckily I remember that it was trick or treat, not Forest Curse, because I could have gotten boned by that. But I got Poltegeist. I do have a very strong fake out user. I can maybe set up a Shell Smash with this fella. Collin has done that to me before. We've had a Shell Smash battle before. Then,
I came out on top, if I remember correctly.
Yes, you did.
Mental Orb's not in this game, is it?
It is in the game. It is.
Ooh, okay.
That's
a tricky one for draft.
It does.
All the Shell Smashers better watch out.
Yeah.
Though against your team, I don't know. Poltergeist is at the top of my watch list, so maybe
absolutely
not.
No. The big thing I was looking at though was Ally Switch. Could be funny if with my 2 dark types up here, maybe switch them around with a ghost type. Little shenanigans. Anyway, back to A tier. I knew I was taking either Gyarados or Mega Gyarados. I was like, which one do I want though? I was very close to taking Gyarados, but then I'm like, Mega Gyarados is more fun, and it's really nice to have a Mega that changes your typing, because you can you're weak to stuff like close combat as a Mega Gyarados. But imagine if they predict you to Mega, they go for a fighting move, you just don't Mega, and now you take nothing. Like, that's super cool. I do have a lot of Intimidate, so maybe the Intimidate was not necessary, but Luxray's not coming often. I think 2 is not too much.
You have Gyarados next to Sneasler, and I know that was a top team at was it regional nationals? The guy had a Sneasler with Gyarados, Mega Gyarados, and he ran coaching next to it. So you Dragon S and you coaching. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder there.
But that was something that was actually kind of serendipitous. I didn't even realize how physical my team was when it came time to grab the Sneasler. But I have a lot of physical guys on the team, so coaching is just something that naturally I probably will do like a decent amount. But anyway, back to the Gyarados. Again, you can Earthquake next to it in its base form. But it's also a Mega that doesn't necessarily need to Mega. Like, if I want to bring both Delphox and base Gyarados with no item, I can do that if I need to. Like, if I really need the Gyarados and the Delphox that week, which is something that I could see myself doing my week 1. I'll come to that, because I'm actually going to delay this video a day or two, because I'm playing my week 1 tomorrow. Because that way I can talk about my strategy for week 1, which I think is very cool, and it showcases the 10% of the time where Florge's ability does something. But like you said about the Vanillux, at this point I had a list on paper next to me, and I was just crossing out types as I got them. The 4 types that I was missing by the end of it are Normal, Dragon, Ice, and Rock. Those were the 4 types that I was missing, including the Sneasler, which I hadn't taken because that's last pick. I wanted a Dragon. The only Dragon in B tier, though, was Goodra, base Goodra, and I did not want that. So I just grabbed Vanillux.
I think that was a good choice. You didn't have any ice moves outside of that, really, outside of Ice Fang, I guess?
Yeah, Ice Fang, and maybe... this guy might have Ice Fang, this guy might get Ice Punch. Oh yeah, Triple Axle is huge, because they just added Wide Lens. That's actually so huge for Serena that they just added Wide Lens.
Yeah, true.
But yes, Aurora Veil. My team is lacking in Tailwind. I don't have none because I can set it with Sizzler, but I don't want to do that often. But this could be like
Icy
a Scarf
Wind.
Icy Wind. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I can click Freeze Dry in a few specific matchups.
Why would you do that? Don't you don't want to do that, I promise.
But also,
you're getting so Accelerocked, dude. It's crazy.
But also, just turning off other people's weather can sometimes just buy me a turn that I need to not this one. Oh, I don't know why I'm highlighting Charizard. Why? It's really for the 2 rain teams, and the 2 rain teams turning off their rain could be very important, and then have Freeze Dry for them. And then the Sneasler, like we talked about, it's incredibly fast, gets faster with Unburden, coaching for all my physical guys, and makes a little nice synergy with the Fighting, Psychic, Dark, and then Ghost, kind of. But just a nice synergy core with these guys up at the top.
Yeah, you have a couple of Mons that are off the ground if you want to click EQ with Crook.
Yeah, the base Gyarados, which is good, because even if you intend to Mega, you can still switch in, be flying on that first turn. And then the Delphox is the number 1 intended target. Although that's like the opposite, where you can't switch in, you have to lead it with it. So, I'll just go into a little... I'm not going to go too long into this, because I will talk about this in the separate video. But my first week matchup is the Celadon Clefable. They have the Farigiraf, and they have Fake Out. So it's like, how do you stop Trick Room from going up when they have Fake Out and then Mental Herb Farigiraf? Because you can't double taunt it.
Pick me.
Okay, how?
Roar.
That does work, actually. I didn't think about that. That's not what my strategy is, but that
I'm about to
does
say,
work.
Farigiraf is one of the best anti-Trick Room mons, believe it or not, because it blocks Fake Out, and you can roar out their Trick Room mons.
That's true. So my strategy
Farigiraf is the guy that does everything.
Is kill the Farigiraf. That was my idea. So you have Serena, which protects you from Fake Out, but then the problem is that you're getting intimidated twice by Mega Scrafty. But Florges' ability, Flower Veil, let's pull it up. Grass types cannot have their stats lowered or status inflicted. So you are protecting your Serena from double Intimidate, and Serena is protecting them both from Fake Out. So you can just safely double into the Farigiraf with Knockoff plus Moonblast or Pollen Puff plus...
Will that be enough?
Knockoff. Yeah, knockoff Pollen Puff's enough into non-Colberberry Farigiraf.
Okay.
And then
you always have the roar option if that doesn't work.
Yes. But that's
I
cool.
know a couple of those mons do be roaring.
That's just
I
like
see a lion, I see a dragon, and I see an alligator. So,
yeah, but it's cool that the this Flower Veil actually will come up at some point in my draft. Hopefully, if they.
I think you have to do it just to show it off. So
yeah, and I'm playing tomorrow, so this is not spoiling anything because this video will just get uploaded after that.
Cool.
Anything else you guys want to say about my team?
No, I like that you have good coverage. Really good. You cover a lot of your bases with your toolkits. Mm-hmm. Like you said, speed control maybe a little bit, but I mean you have really fast mons and you do have the Icy Wind option, so I think you're in pretty good shape.
Yep. All right, Collin, you want to take this one?
Sure. This one's another one of the really weird teams. This one is like a half, not even. It's like mostly Trick Room, I guess. Mm-hmm. But the only setter is Mimikyu. And to be fair, if you're gonna only have one setter, I guess there's two setters in the Meowscarada. That's not. I'm not.
Yeah.
We're not. If you're only gonna have one Trick Room setter, Mimikyu's probably the best one at like guaranteeing it goes up.
Yeah, Mimikyu or Farigiraf. Actually, Mimikyu might even be better than Farigiraf because of the disguise.
You can't even knock out like the Mimikyu. Yeah. You have to double into it.
Unless you have Mold Breaker.
That's true.
Yeah, Mold Breaker Fake out Mimikyu.
If you leave that. You're saying. Anyway. I see what you're saying.
And I like we both like Mega Mawile here in this house. But
again, two A-tier fairy types with the biblical greed.
These people, they just learn how to share. But like Basque Legion is obviously one of the strongest mons in the game, and I like having like one fast guy on Trick Room because the Trick Room's not going to skip. It's like having in the back, especially Basque Legion with Last Respect, is like one of the best guys to have in the back. And also, it's not that fast without Scarf, so like you can run it in Trick Room, like with the bulkier version. So I think that's pretty good. It is obviously doubling up on like on Ghost types, but Ghost is not the worst type to double up on.
Yeah,
I would say
it's a great type. Yeah, you would. Yeah, you don't need to worry about doubling up on Ghosts, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Or fairies, but except that you're being greedy.
And don't forget the third fairy too on the team.
Oh my god, that's right.
Although you never bring Mega Mawile and
I don't think it's
together.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think his fairies share any weakness in terms of the top two though. So
no, they don't.
It's not too bad.
Because Mega Mawile just has Steel type weaknesses, minus fighting.
And then Torkoal is a great one for Trick Room. Obviously, it's another weather setter. Yeah. Also, going down to C tier, Vileplume. It does get after you. I mean, it's not obviously not as good as Lilligant, but
but Lilligant's not in the game, so
Lilligant's not in the game. So you take what you can get, and even then, like with Chlorophyll, it is still faster than everything.
It's a cool mod. It can do it can be slow, or you can do the after use strategies. Vileplume's flexible. You should give it some credit.
I also didn't know this. I didn't know this until Gliss did it in our auction. Is that you can after you Trick Room and then make Trick Room go up like immediately. Like, that's crazy. I didn't know that you could do that.
Oh, that is it ignores priorities. That is
it does.
You move
it makes the move immediately.
Yeah. So you can also after your Mawile and stuff too. Could be interesting. It's gonna be hard to be in Sun without Torkoal on the field.
Yeah.
Maybe you eject. No, there's no eject pack. You can't do that.
The B tiers, I think, probably what his team is the weakest. I like Meowscarada. but not really a ton on this team. And then I think that Mega Ampharos is fine. That's a good secondary Trick Room.
There was one team that
Bring it into
I saw somebody making they made Master Ball tier with Mega Mawile, Mega Ampharos, Hard Trick Room.
Yeah.
It's like even though I'm like at first I'm like they're both weak to ground. That kind of sucks. It worked out for somebody.
Yeah. But Mega Altaria I think is really bad. Yeah. And then Gliscor without Toxic Orb is pretty bad as well, unfortunately.
Also, I just realized this is Toxicroak on Sun, which is awkward, but they probably don't overlap too much.
Well, I would assume you just aren't going to run it when, or maybe just run Anticipation. I don't know.
That is a fourth ground weakness, though. That also is not great.
What is
Toxicroak?
Poison Touch actually you just run. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Poison on Fake Out. Sneasler at home.
he do be like that.
Also, we were talking about
home.
Like slow Fake Out. I mean, I thought it was 75. Never mind. It's a little bit faster than I thought.
85 is a little too fast for that. I think this team is solid. And I think Basque Legion does synergize well, even though it is normally a fast guy. Because it doesn't have to be, but you can also just be the guy in the back. I think some of the B tiers are a little mid. And Mega Altaria, I think, is really bad. But overall, I think this is a solid team.
Does
it's actually interesting
get Tailwind?
Yes, it does. That's why I always pick it.
So he does have a Tailwind option, and Mega Wawa, I think, was it base 50? I mean, that's enough to 55. Kind of operate under a Tailwind mode.
Yeah, it's usable into the slower mid-speed teams. This team has this team, you could totally outspeed it under Tailwind with Mawile. Although they have their own that they can match with. But yeah. No, I like that. But I do agree, we talk about, if you're going to have multiple Megas, they should do something different. The Mega Altaria overlaps Fairy here and Dragon here. So it's I would just take something different. I'd take the problem is there's probably not many good B tiers left. So there's probably just nothing great.
I think you guys are missing the value of Cloud 9 Altaria.
Yeah, turn off your own sun.
Wait a minute.
I was waiting for somebody to say that. I'm like, and it's funny. If I had a nickel for every time somebody picked a Mega that has Cloud9 in their base form on a Sun team specifically, I have 2 nickels.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Because I also thought about that when we picked the Drampa on Tyler's team. I'm like, maybe you could use it as a Cloud9 sponge. Come in, if they're trying to switch in their rain, you can fire off a fire move into their Venusaur or something, but
I think he also has the only 2 Megas that have Cotton Guard.
Yeah. Yeah, these 2. Defense boosting fiends. Wait, with the Toxicroak next to them?
Hold on.
We're cooking in ways that he never imagined.
I mean, if you go against a team like you said, your team, for example, is very physical. I mean, Cotton Guard's not a bad option to click against.
Yeah, that's actually very true. Yeah, because you probably don't bring the Mawile into me with ground and fire.
Ampharos probably just fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but it does die to the Crook, but if you get that Cotton Guard up, he might be living. Actually, unironically, Altaria is the one that you'd bring to me, which is funny, I think.
You got the priority Scizor, so maybe, I don't know. But
yeah. You fake it out
and become Fairy type.
Up. Yeah. Or you just leave it normal for a turn. Get the Cotton Guard up, then make it evolve.
Then you triple axle it.
Yeah, true. Lizard.
Yeah, it's interesting. It has ways of being fast, even though you look at it God, these are a bunch of slow Pokemon. But I mean, there's workable Tailwind in here. There is the after use strat.
I mean, Altaria does.
So I was good. I was prepared to kind of dog on this for not having a lot of Trick Room options, even though Mimikyu is a good one. But I mean, there are other speed control things you can do. So I think this could be a sleeper team. I think this team could do some stuff.
Yeah. You want to take this one, Sigtrick?
Sure.
This is Spring, the person who moderates this league.
Megastar Raptor. So this is a Pokemon that I was actually looking forward to kind of using, and then before I even started playing this season, I realized that Pokemon was everywhere, and I wanted to be a hipster, so I didn't. I didn't try it out. Even though Metagross isn't far cry from being meta, but
so Sigtrick, for context, this player, he always I've described it as he tunnel visions on one strategy and tries to do it every week, and if it doesn't
Okay.
work, then that's how you beat him. You figure out what strategy he's using. So when I saw Megastaraptor, I knew that was going to be the mon he drafted because
Sure.
he's going to set it up. He's going to try to set it up every week.
I immediately started looking for the Prankstermon, and you highlighted
Yeah.
it for me.
Yep.
So I think we established earlier it has fake tiers. It has Charm, I'm pretty certain.
Mhm.
Look, it's his first 2 picks: S tier, D tier, or C tier.
Does it also have Tickle?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So I mean, you're getting all your Whimsicott shenanigans that we've seen in the current meta. So
On a C
I mean,
tier one,
great value C tier, honestly, for his S tier.
Mhm.
I think that's a fantastic pickup. I guess since I'm down here, there's Pikachu. It has Lightning Rod and Fake Out. I don't see the Lightning Rod being needed here. And it's a Pikachu Fake Out, so that's never coming, I don't think.
Pikachu.
Trevenant is a Trick Room mod, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does trick him. It can.
Okay.
He's got this
So you have-
incredible.
Yeah. Well, I
Like
mean,
Big
that's
Camper.
right. I mean, you have some. I mean, obviously you have crazy fast at the top, but then you have some slow options like regular Metagross, Camerupt, Azumarill. So I mean, there's definitely a Trick Room component here. So I mean, he didn't hyper focus on just one thing. There's at least two things going on here. I think Meowstic probably can also do Trick Room, but not a very thick mon to be setting up Trick Room with. But I mean, you have screens, so I don't know. Again, I think Meowstic's fantastic pickup with the Star Raptor. I think that, especially with Whimsicott being locked behind S tier as well. I mean, even if you had the ability to get Whimsicott in A tier, I think picking up the Whimsicott for the sake of value pick and how much it does for Star Raptor is probably worth doing over getting an A tier Whimsicott.
It depends
for
on
this
how
team.
fast the team ends up being, because the Tailwind is huge if you have like
Yeah.
a bunch of other fast things. But on a mid-speed to like slow team like this, it's not necessary. And Thunder
I mean,
Radius is good utility too.
Yeah, I mean, his first two mons are extremely fast. I mean, and I think I'm pretty certain Star Raptor can also set up the Tailwind if you really needed to do it for that particular matchup. What mons is that supporting? Really, just Arcanine and Metagross. I think the rest of these are just too slow to really appreciate a Tailwind.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't think Tailwind comes often.
So I mean, in terms of your comment earlier, hyper focus. I mean, there is the support for Star Raptor, but I mean, that's one mon. I think the rest of it's kind of like, okay, I can do a Trick Room mode, and then I have a really good speed in Dragapult. I have an Intimidate user in Arcanine. Again, I'm not counting the Pikachu Fake Out because I don't think you ever realistically bring that.
Pikachu is coming often, ever.
So I mean, so I'm trying to think here. So whenever I see slow mons, I'm like, okay, how easy is it going to be for you to set up Trick Room? It might be kind of hard. I mean, these Trick Room mons aren't the bulkiest.
One thing Colin mentioned for the Mega Camerupt is that it feels like actually kind of more of an anti-Trick Room one, because it is so slow. You'll underspeed, like if this team, like we just talked about, if they set up Trick Room, you underspeed everything.
You set up the stun for them, and all of their two megas that are weak to ground. That team hates Camerupt.
You speed tie the Torkoal, which is like Torkoal's notoriously the slowest thing.
I mean, I guess there is the water type at the top that has a target lined up for Camerupt, but otherwise the Camerupt kind of goes hard. Redirection, I don't think we have that here either.
No, ally switch on these two, but other than that, nothing.
Yeah, but I'm doing other support moves with Meowstic. I mean, your mouse will be doing screens instead of redirection, but that one I think no, he didn't. Did he used to have it? I feel like he had that.
Everything got ally switch in Gen 8. They took it from a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also secret synergy here too. Dragapult finally got Meetup back this gen.
Really? Okay.
All of Gen 9.
So we have a justified combo there. Okay, good shout. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like this is a team you could bring a Mental Herb on one of your Pokemon if you wanted to catch a stray buff. Just either off the Contrary or the Belly Drum.
You mean Mirror Herb?
Oh, what'd I say?
You said Mental Herb. Mirror Herb is not in the game.
My bad. Mirror. Oh, it's not.
I think you asked me about it.
I may have misspoke that twice.
I think that's exactly what happened.
Okay, all right.
Mental Herb twice.
Well, welcome to this timestamp in the stream where we correct my earlier mistake. Okay, so no Mirror Herb in the game. Got it.
Mirror Herb.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I see the little combos. Again, the Trick Room mode, I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to get started, and you do have a lot of slow mons here. Umbreon, I know, is still somewhat useful. You get the Snarl support. Yawn, I don't know how prevalent that is in a non-Dynamax format. I mean, Yawn's obviously annoying, but I don't know if it's as big a showstopper. You can just switch out as opposed to just losing your Dynamax. But speed control could be a little awkward. But I see what he's trying to do.
Yeah, I think Collin had said it before, but like Spring does tunnel vision on one thing, but I think this is one of Spring's best drafts because it has that one little hyper focus, but that's not all it does. It does all sorts of other stuff
everything.
too. It is a well-rounded gimmick draft, which I think is like the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I think a lot of the success is going to come from Staraptor here, but
yes.
Again, if he can find ways to get reliably get the Trick Room off, then maybe.
I see this doing well too. And also a cool thing about Meowstic and Dragapult is that like Dragapult can go off. Like that's the great thing about Dragapult in A tier is that it is such a flexible one. It can be a support option or an offensive option. And it's sort of like Meowstic. Your prankster usually has 4 move slot syndrome, right? If it wants to run like Thunder Wave and Screens, and then in this case you want to run Tickle and Fake Tears and stuff. Dragapult can alleviate some of that by taking on the burden of Thunder Wave or Will-O-Wisp or Screens on the Pult, just because its speed set's so high that you can you don't even have to go full support Pult. You can run 2 offensive moves and then 2 Screens, and then alleviate some move slots from the Meowstic.
Yep. Can you before we slide over, what are Trevenant's abilities? I'm curious if maybe there's a diamond in the rough here that I'm not appreciating.
Harvest
Frisk.
Okay, well, I guess Frisk is I guess the highlight here, but
Harvest is good. Maybe not on this bulk, but I've had a mon go from like red, like a sliver, all the way back up to 75% HP in the span of nothing because I ate the berry, harvest the berry, eat it again, protect, eat the berry again for 75% HP. But that was a Arboliva, which is significantly bulkier than a Trevenant.
Well, there's no unnerve Aerodactyl on anybody's team, so I mean,
that's true. Remember when Mega Aerodactyl had AS1? That was funny.
It did have AS1 for a little while. Harvest and Tough Claws.
They're Unnerve and Tough Claws, yeah.
Oh yeah, not Harvest, yeah, Unnerve, yeah. And it was because
that's one of the AS1 abilities.
Yeah. Because they tried to alleviate a bug where the original Aerodactyl's ability had as none, because the original Aerodactyl wasn't working, like the Unnerve wasn't working before it Mega Evolved. So they fixed that bug, but then gave it as 1 by keeping Unnerve. So it went from as none to as 1.
Not the spaghetti code. This game just came out. Come on.
Anything anybody else wants to say about Spring?
I'm good.
Nope.
Alright, I can take this one since this is my week 1 opponent.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The Celadon Clefable. They have King Gambit, Farigiraf, Mega Scrafty, Rotom Wash, Mega Dragalge, Coffagrigus, Mega Steelix, Alcremie, Hippowdon, and Machamp. So the idea here is to just reliably set up Trick Room. We mentioned earlier that if you're going to have one Trick Room setter, Mimikyu is a great choice because it's immune to Fake Out by being a Ghost type, can't be one-shot, and you just hold a Mental Herb so you can't get taunted. This is very similar. You can't be faked out because of your Armor Tail. You can't, you just hold a Mental Herb to fend off Taunt. You're very bulky, so you could, like, maybe get one shot, but with a Mega Scrafty next to it... Yeah, not by Pyro. With a Mega Scrafty next to it, if they lead, like, a physical and a special attacker, you fake out the special attacker and you double intimidate the physical attacker. It is going to be very hard for anything that isn't, like, this combination of 2 Mons to take out those 2.
True.
Take out the Farigiraf. You have the King Gambit, just a Trick Room beast, and even not necessarily like in Trick, like it's just used on non-Trick Room teams. It is just a good Pokemon. And one thing Collin has said a lot is that quad weaknesses really suck with no Terra available. But I think one thing that Terra, I was thinking about this just in my prep, is that when you're running Terra, it sucks to run the Resist Berries because it's like, oh, I could just have an item and then Terra to something else. But I think Resist Berries are going to be super, super good in this draft. They might even define the draft for some players because there's not that many good items to run. So, you know, running a Chople Berry on your King Gambit is not really that much real estate taken up.
I've become a bigger fan of the Focus Sash King Gambit sets, and nobody else on his squad really wants a Focus Sash.
That's actually true. I think everything here is fat. Yeah, that's actually very true.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we got the Rotom Wash, just a great choice, especially into like a lot of the teams that got drafted. The Sand teams in particular have a very hard time getting through Rotom Wash. Actually, although in draft maybe you could run Mold Breaker, Excadrill or something, so that's interesting to consider. Mega Dragalge, I'm not too certain about. I think it's probably just something really fat that can. I mean, let's actually look at the stats.
I think Mega Dragalge is really cool. I think it's really, really
I think it's really cool. Yeah. It does actually hit really hard. So yeah, this is not a nothing burger.
Well, it hits harder before it mega. Yeah. It hits harder before it mega evolves.
Oh yeah, because you have adaptability. So you know. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, but the increase. Really cool. The increase is huge, actually.
It is. I mean, other moves that aren't stab, of course, are going to get a boost, like Flamethrower or something. But
it might even be close. I'm not even sure. Let's see.
No, I'm pretty certain the adaptability is way stronger. But
let's put in. Who should we put in? Let's do Alomomola for a nice neutral. Let's put in a Draco Meteor. So it's 94.
We're doing special moves, and well, hold on. It's okay. You guys.
I just wanted to see the number go went up, so it is significantly weaker. But yeah, you said, the flamethrower and water move. Yeah. Kavagrigus, backup Trick Room setter, can Iron Defense body press, maybe Will-O-Wisp, just nasty disruption. Even Alcremie that can click Decorate into a King Gambit or like this or this. And you have a little sand core, not core, but a little sand combo here with the Mega Steelix Hippowdon.
It's very funny, if nothing else.
I actually think the Mega Steelix could just come on its own more often than the combo. Because like Wolfie did just run Mega Steelix to a regional and got second place with it.
Well, he did that with Sand, but...
Oh yeah, he had a T-Tar. Yeah, never mind. And then you got a Machamp. Just, I guess you wanted fighting. Coverage. No, you already have Scrafty, so I actually don't know what I guess it's an attacker.
He's just there for the
Does he have anything to share No Guard out?
I doubt it.
How Lucha strats?
No.
Well, no, not the champ himself. I mean, I figured something else.
Oh, somebody else?
Somebody could steal it.
For Rigorath, I guess.
Maybe. I don't know.
Doesn't have any
so, I mean, I mentioned this earlier when you were talking about your strats. I mean, Roar into this team can do numbers. You do have a fake out mon in Scrafty who can maybe try to prevent that from happening. But if this guy, this is 100% Trick Room. Like, what's his fastest thing here, Rigorath?
Let me pull this one up. That is the Celadon Clefable. Fastest one, Rotom Wash at 86.
Oh, true.
Oh, yeah.
But if this man does not get Trick Room up, he loses. I mean, that's just all there is to it. You have to get Trick Room up. This team cannot do anything else. You know what this team wants to do, and that's a dangerous game to play in draft if your opponent knows 100% what you want to do.
Yep.
So back to the Mega Dragalge, something that I find really interesting is like you can go like Draco Meteor, then you're -2, then you can Mega Evolve and flip turn out on this and get the Regenerator.
Oh, that's cool.
Healing. Because otherwise, normally you can't switch and Mega at the same time, but with flip turn you can.
True.
What is that? I mean, I guess if you don't have the right lead, that can save you some momentum. Take the hit for whoever's coming in. Yeah, that makes some sense.
And you're you're super fat, and then you have Regenerator to get healed back up when you come back in. Yeah, that's cool.
Exactly.
A little mini. Does anything else besides the Steelix benefit from Sand here?
Not really.
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, Sand, I guess I was going to say it doesn't hurt stuff, but it by definition does.
It literally does.
But
it's not the worst.
The end of the world. Yeah, it's not like you have Sun with a Rotom Wash.
You're not chipping your Focus Sash King Gambit, so that's okay.
Exactly. Yeah. And in fact, you do chip other people's Focus Sash. So that could be interesting.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's always nice to be able to remove those for free. But I think there's one game plan is my only concern with this team. So.
Yeah, and one thing that especially Champions has shown me on ladder is that even if you don't have a reliable way to stop the Trick Room from going up, because there's not really any choice items other than the Scarf.
Everybody runs Protect.
Yeah, Protect is at an all-time high usage rate because why not, right? I'm not choice ban, I'm not choice specs. Throw it on there.
No, it's
you really get you get 2 turns of Trick Room, and when I'm looking at these mons, I'm not seeing anything that's ridiculously there's no Blood Moon Ursaluna equivalent here. You're attacking offensive stats are 135 for King Gambit, and then 132 for but that hits harder before. You're not getting one shots with your Pokemon often. So
Yeah, unless the King Gambit gets like a Swords Dance or a Defiant Boost.
Yeah.
Then
Or,
it's like, okay.
I think the Alcremie actually might even play into that, where it's like, if you think your opponent's going to double protect it, it's like, okay, maybe I can get a Decorate off on the free turn. Or even just having it out means that they might be hesitant to click that double protect, and then you just double into one thing, or Dazzling Gleam to break a sash and then kill with the partner or something.
The classic Sword Dance and King Gambit option too, I suppose.
Yeah. And you have another awkward thing is that you have Defiant, but like there's not many physical Pokemon on this team. Like I'm considering, because I am bringing both of these two when I play, I'm considering just running Moxie on both, just because like intimidating the Scrafty is like not super important. I mean, they are both dark types, so
you do not want to intimidate the King Gambit. So
exactly.
I get it.
Like the one I'm considering, I might still run Intimidate on Crook, because like then Crook can still just do a ton of damage with a or a ground type move, and then that will deal with it. But I don't know. I'm still deciding on that. That's like the last thing I have
It could be nice with Steelix as well. Yeah.
But yeah, it is a hard sell to run Intimidate into this team. All right. Anything else you guys want to say about that?
Nope.
All right. Colin, you want to finish this off?
Jumping Joltiks, I'll take the last one. They just got the Frostlass Scovillain Glamoracle, or Glamora's not usually part of it. Usually it's the Lycan Rock, but like Glamora's a like really good rock type to go with it. And we have like talked about this before, Connor. I don't really know why that core is good. I haven't actually seen, like it's getting a lot of results.
It is good.
And, like,
I haven't like looked into it to see why specifically those ones, but I'm sure Sai will try to make a video about it at some point, then I'll learn.
Yeah, true.
I think he probably already has.
Yeah, sure.
But I think that this team is pretty. It's a lot of mons that I like personally. So
I was gonna say
I hate that motherfucker. Get him out.
These, I mean, not that Zoroark, but like, I think you're even pretty sold on Barbaracle too.
Look at Precious Baby down there.
Yeah,
I was very surprised to see Tinkaton in C tier. I was like, if I didn't get Scizor, I was taking.
If I was in this, no. If I was in this league, I would have already snatched that up. You already know.
It was the second C tier off the board.
I got it early. Yeah, you got it early.
That's that.
Rightfully so. He knew a deal. He knew a deal. Now remind me, what does Mega Barbaric left? Tough Claws?
Yes. Yeah. It's also changes typing too.
Yeah, fighting, it gets a much better typing. It becomes fighting instead of rock water. It's a lot of attack. It can shell smash with like 88 speed. That's pretty good for shell smash. I think Mega Barbarical is like can be good. It's
used unfortunately very. Does he have Intimidate or Redirection to support that? We know he has Fake Out. Yeah, we know he has Fake Out.
Oh, but you can't.
Oh, well, you can. You can.
The best part about
I mean, regular Scovillain's not the end of the world. Regular Barbarical might be, but the okay, go ahead.
The weird thing that I like don't love about this team is the like 3 fighting types. I think fighting is pretty bad type. And even though they're not the greatest, but like Blaziken's like one of your higher tier picks, like relative, and like one of your megas of fighting types, like ooh, I don't know if I love that. And there's not like the only dark type is Zoroark, which isn't ideal because this team is pretty weak actually.
So what you cut out?
I wish.
Weak to Psychic, surprisingly, because like Glamora up there as well, with the 3 fighting types.
And then neither, like nothing up here resists. Yeah. Yeah. This actually, these 2 are your only Psychic resists. Luckily for them, Science Spam is not in the game.
Yeah.
If Science Spam was in the game, I would eat this team alive.
This team would hate to see an expanding force coming.
I wish the Blaziken had more coaching options. They're just not here.
Yeah. It's like just Araquanid and Barbarical are the only decent ones.
Yeah. I mean, there's Talonflame, but then it's like you have 2 fire types, and then like Talonflame's not really that bulky to begin with. But yeah.
And it's nearly not that strong even at +1.
You also have 3 fire types too.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, you do. So rocks are gonna like Rock Slide against this team. Oh, and the Bug type. Oh, Rock Slide.
That's what I was looking at. But the Bug type does have Wide Guard though. That's like the saving grace for
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, Rock Slide does look very good. My mouth's watering looking at it, clicking a Rock Slide. I'm salivating.
Yeah, so this is similar to a team that like I would put together just because it has all the guys that I like. I don't know if I think the type it doubles up on or triples up even on too many types for me to get like too excited about it.
Mm-hmm. I think it's good though. I think it will see some success. I think it's relatively well put together. I like these top 4 are just great.
Yeah, that's so good.
The awkward thing is that you can only bring 3 of them to like any one given game, but then you just pick. I think there's enough choice down here, right? Like you could bring these and then throw a Blaziken on there or an Araquanid, and then
here's a question for you. You said redirection was like hard to find. How late did he draft Mega Skull Villain? Because that might have just been a redirection pickup.
Third.
Yeah, kind of. I think it might have been a redirection pickup.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
so he might not be planning. He might not be playing, but he might not be planning to Mega Evolve it. I guess is the point.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's possible. But into some physical teams, like it could just be.
Sure.
God, it seems like a night. I cannot. I don't. Yeah. I do not like him.
I do not want to. Yeah, I don't want to face down a Mega Scoville and redirecting my attacks into it. Like that's miserable.
Even my special attackers like need a lot. They don't want like a lot of them want Focus Sash,
like
with Pelipper and Zoroark. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean there's certainly a time for it.
Colin, I don't think you have to worry about them bringing the Scoville in. They are 100% bringing Frostlocks to you.
That's true.
The team has some slower options, but there's not really a Trick Room mode here. But I mean, I see the Arachnid, and I start looking around like, okay, what has Trick Room? Nothing. But I mean, hey, bring it to the Trick Room games, and like you said, it's got wide card worst case. So.
Yeah, you do have that. I was just overlooking the Talonflame, but that is the most reliable Tailwind in the league since Whimsicott didn't go. So
I know I said this.
Gotta be fast.
I know I said this earlier with another team, but you can kind of just click an electric move into this team, and the only thing that resists is Skull Villain yet again. So.
Oh wait, Connor, if you do play him, you should bring Luxray with Gut.
I do. Oh wait, that's actually sick. That's right.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I don't even have to click like an electric move into it. I could snarl the first time.
Like snarl, yeah.
Get burned and then click physical moves the rest of the game. That's kind of hype actually. And they don't have a ground type too, so like they can't even hit me back.
That's my point.
Hard. It's got
the only thing that resists your electric moves is the Skull Villain. So
yeah, it's got to be non-stab Earth Power.
Earth Power.
I will be bringing Luxray.
All right, I think I don't have much to say about this one anymore, but I'm looking forward to the league.
Yep.
All right, well, if you enjoyed that, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. Take care, and we'll be getting right into the matches, so stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Take care.